Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, to the 41st episode.
Wow.
41st episode of Unravel. No.
48, right?
We were heavily trying to roll a 420 in the dice room just now.
Yeah, and we got 2 natural 20s and a 19.
That's the sole
And
reason
wasted-
that we didn't start on at 7 and rather at 8. So
Yes,
don't
the
blame us. This
reason-
stream is the
Yes.
epitome of professionality. So everybody's here. I'm gonna hit you in the face. Alright, everybody's here, and we're going to start where we left off last game. So, quickly before we're going to start, we are currently still streaming twice a week. We're starting anywhere between, an hour ago and right now. We're still streaming on every Monday and every Friday until we can get back on the table, which might be very soon, but we're not sure yet. Also, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel where everything is being uploaded if you're interested in following, everything that has happened so far. Also, the DM stream is going to be back this Wednesday after one very chaotic one and afterwards from forgetting one.
Well, no, we had.
Did we do one in between?
One normal one.
Okay,
Yeah, we had a normal one.
There will be another normal one this Wednesday. With that, that's all the smallish announcements that we have. After the party arrived in Zishao a few days ago, they eventually made their way to Donskar in finding new allies as well as fighting some new enemies. You guys made your way into the city. You had split up at that point, and an audience was requested with the Archmage of the School of Evocation to deliver the package that you had gotten from Merv all that time ago. You, after that, had a couple of days of off time, or one day to be specific, in which you guys went to a bathhouse, had your cursed armor removed for 50 platinum.
Yep.
Then returned to the bathhouse, and afterwards realized that your armor class was a lot lower.
Yep.
Others of you didn't want to go into the bathhouse at all and had some problem doing so, but eventually got there. After that, a lot of commissions were done for either new sets of clothing, new pieces of armor, or other equipment. Another few time of the day was spent by Lockett and Thyris in the library in the Temple of Ayun to search on some specific areas of their own personal interests. Thyris looking up information about his future mission. Lockett trying to find anything out that she could about her rogues guild. Afterwards, Frederick also requested to have a day's training at a woodworker, which would be the following day. After that happened, you guys all reconvened at around, about mid-afternoon in front of the Brass Head Inn. And as you all gather up there once more, you still have a bit of day to go, and the day is still yours. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, how late is it, by the way?
It's about about mid-afternoon. It's close to the point where people are going to stop working, and close to the point, a few hours still. But you guys got some time left.
We're all in front of the Brass Head Inn, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's go for a pint.
A drink? What?
I mean, we had a wonderful day of shopping. It's we haven't
Yeah.
had lunch yet, so I say let's have an early dinner, maybe some drinks, and then we'll see where the night takes us.
Well, why not? Tomorrow we have the appointment with the Grandmaster of the School of Evocation, so
But it was
Yeah.
tomorrow.
as long as we don't get too drunk.
Well, I had another appointment with a woodworker. I would be joining her for a class. If it's all right, I'll go there.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I
No
mean,
need to all 4 of us.
No.
No, I figure you'll be alright.
Yes, so...
What kind of meeting?
I mean, I'm going to take or my meeting, or or our meeting.
You know, the meeting with the Grand something master? Is the Grand Master?
I have no idea, but I think so.
Archmage.
It's a bit
Yeah, the
of
whole reason we went is the show. We're just gonna discuss,
Archmage.
really, but it's mostly about delivering the package. Will probably be a short meeting anyway.
Yes, it's probably... Here is the package, goodbye.
That
Are we
would
supposed to
probably-
say anything else?
Well,
I
we
mean-
could, but I don't think we really have to. It's not. It's mostly Merv's business, not ours.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Before we discuss anything else, you guys have some kind of stone thing, right?
Stone, the sending stone.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, we got
How-
that.
How about one of you give me the stone, and if something goes wrong, just message me, and I'll be on my way,
Sure.
That's an idea.
just to be sure.
And I give him the stone that is connected with Tyrus.
So how does this breaker?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Roger, Roger.
Oh, that sounds familiar. But so we're gonna go in there. We just give him the pack. Do we know what's inside of this package?
No.
What if
No
it's
idea.
I don't even. know the person
Something
that gave
to
you the
open
package.
a shop here, I thought.
what if it's something bad?
Well, then it's
Well, we'll
not
find
our
out.
problem. Is it?
But I don't want to find out giving it to them. I'll be honest.
Well,
Can't we check beforehand?
I was
let's
gonna
not
ask.
do that.
Can we?
I mean, we could. I mean,
But I'm not
I-
gonna give it to you. So
I can't. I mean, yeah, well,
it's
I
not gonna
can.
happen.
But can you at least check it?
Like,
can-
why? It's not.
Fine,
gonna
What
I'll-
if it's something very bad? I mean, we don't know what Merv's business is with this Grand
I,
Master.
Yes, we do.
I basically, I look at the package,
It's not
which I
here.
presume look at it. No, you don't have it.
It's not
God
here.
damn it. Can you get the package?
Why?
Who has the
I
package?
mean, I just, just to give Ned a safe feeling.
We're not
I
gonna
mean,
open it.
We're not gonna open it. I'm just gonna cast detect magic.
No,
That doesn't
because
make me feel safe at all.
It is
Well, like,
magical, probably.
Okay, detect good and evil then, to see if it's evil. Would that make you happy, Ned?
What?
If I use my my divine powers to see if it's good or not, would you be happy?
Good in what sense? Like the good you think is good, the good.
Like
the
if there's not
universe
gonna
thinks is
pop a
good.
demon out of it.
You can try.
Well, I really don't. I think I'll take a wood carving curses too. Then, do you really need me, Grandmaster? It just doesn't sound fun at all.
Alright, if you don't want to be there, that's fine. You can do your own thing. As I
I mean-
said, we probably don't need 4 people. Me and Lockett made the appointment, so I think we'll be fine.
If you need me, I'm fine. But I think I'll say more things that will do harm than do good.
Yeah, probably.
If
What's
you-
that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Nothing personal, Ned. You're just not that good at the social business.
I think I'm pretty good at it.
You're more like a shooting
Sure you
person.
are.
What's that supposed to mean?
That you like to shoot
you need some
with your crossbow.
work.
I'm pretty good at talking. I
Not
think
bad.
at least.
I never said you
Yeah,
were
you
bad
are,
at
buddy.
it. I said you
You
were a
are.
shooting person. So you like.
I
to
just
shoot.
say sometimes what I think.
And that's sometimes a bit too crass for the common folk.
Oh well.
I mean,
think
you're
I'll-
the nobles anyway. You don't like these people, right, Ned?
Not really. Don't hate them, but-
So it's not really. I mean, might be better if you stay out of it then. Better for
What?
you, I mean. You don't have to put up with their raw nobilityness.
I'm gonna come with now just because you're provoking me.
No, you're not. You didn't want to come, right? No, I mean, Ned, come
I
on.
do want to come.
Listen,
I'll be accompanying you. Don't worry.
it will all be fine.
Well-
Let's just.
Yeah, just let me and Locke do the talking.
Nope.
Frida, please come along.
I really wanted to go to the woodworking.
Let him go to the woodworking shop. I mean, what's wrong with me going there?
Nothing,
wanna
nothing
see
at
it.
all.
I just want to see who this Grandmaster is and what the business is with Nerf.
Well,
It's
the
fine,
business is
I'll
that
come,
Nerf-
I'll come as well.
Murph wants
Oh.
to open a shop here in Sashao, but he needs the Grandmaster for the spell.
That's what he's saying, yeah?
I mean, would we really have reason to not trust Merv?
I don't know who the guy is.
I'll be honest,
Either guy.
either way,
Yeah.
I don't really see a reason to trust him nor not trust him. I mean, just, he seemed genuinely annoying to me.
I mean, if
Yeah,
he's
he does.
annoying, doesn't mean that he's evil or that he wants to harm other people.
No,
He
that's
probably just wants to set up shop.
Yeah, it would be counterproductive for him to harm the person that he wants to persuade.
I mean,
Yeah, it's bad for business.
Look-
Exactly.
you're all talking, assuming that what he says is true. That's, it probably
I mean,
is.
it's-
I'm just saying be careful.
Ned?
He's got a
Seriously.
proper business to run. It would be stupid if he said, maybe bring a bomb to a different country.
Well, he didn't say that, did he? Look, it's fine. We're just gonna deliver the package. If it goes wrong, I want to make sure I'm there.
Yeah. All right.
Fair enough.
That's fine.
So who wants a wine?
I will.
Normally I wouldn't. I would, but tonight I don't feel right. If you don't mind,
It's fine.
What is wine?
I'll have Ned drink my drinking place as I go upstairs to my room.
Is there anything any of you want to do before the day's over?
Yes, I drink
Because
my wine.
there's still some time left, so you can still do a few things, but we'll just skip over most of the day of downtime now.
Yes,
Um,
I will drink my wine, and
Figured.
first I go to my room
Yes.
and write write letters.
Sure. How many are you writing?
3.
To whom?
3 letters.
To whom?
Oh, to
Ooms.
this person,
Who?
this person, and my little sister.
Iran. Little sister.
You're gonna need to write all those, eh? You know that.
They are written. I've got them here.
Oh, they're already
They are.
written.
She has full-on written letters. These are like
Never mind then.
3 out of 6 or something.
Yeah.
How do you know your family can read?
Because I'm not as stupid as you are.
Haha.
Do you also send those letters?
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
I
And
will remember this.
That's 3,000
Ned will remember
miles
this.
divided by.
oh no.
And let's see. These 3 all have to be sent separately.
Yes.
They can't be sent as one package, so that is 3 times that,
Oh god.
which makes it in total 9,000 miles ish times 2 silver per mile. So you lose 4,500 silver or 450 gold.
Oh god. 450 you said.
Gold, yes.
How
Or
much money do you have?
4,500
Because
silver.
you seem to be spending 500 gold, 600 gold.
How many
Just
platinum would
casually.
it be?
That would be 45 platinum.
Bah.
She is a thief.
I mean, fair enough, but still,
Still a whole box of money.
Yeah.
weren't they splitting that between
No.
4?
They did. No, they split them too. So, you paying it?
Minus.
Okay, so I guess you paid it. Very well.
I mean,
That's with me.
that leaves with me and Ned, right?
I think
just
Tyrus wants to
drinking.
do something.
I'm not ready yet.
And she wants
No,
to do
no,
more.
well, Tyrus wanted to go to his room, but leaves me and Ned drinking. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
Tyrus, did you want to do anything specific?
Mm,
Eat.
I want
You
to
want to
pray.
eat? Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
what you said. What'd you say?
I want to pray.
Alright,
Can I do my thing now?
let's start.
Actually, I want to offer something as well.
Is it money again?
No, it's not
It's
money.
cash. It's hard cash.
It's cash money.
Cash money. Ah yes.
Mm,
You need the rod of defense back, by the way.
the what?
The rod of
Staff.
defense.
Don't
Staff of
Um,
defense.
don't sacrifice that.
No, does he want
No.
it back because his armor class sucks now?
No.
No. I think we're gonna have a meeting with the car as soon as possible
Fair enough.
about that. I want to offer the bright white gem.
The shining one, the one that gives off light.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean it's still a gem, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So, it's a crystal. So, you set up a little
La-di-da.
ritual. You do a little prayer. Is there anything you want to specifically say during your prayer?
Yeah. As I'm praying and I'm reciting some words of holiness, I want to pray to her for her protection and her guidance, and I want to ask her if there is if she can show me the way through the wetlands, or if there's any advice she can give me.
Alright.
I've searched all I can in the rules of humans, so I ask you, the goddess, if you can give me any more wisdom for this great task that is upon me.
You do a little prayer,
Yes, Timo.
and you wait for a bit. And moments pass. You once more open your eyes, looking ahead at the little setup you had. And the gem is gone, the crystal is gone, but there are no words.
Alright, that's fine. I take off my clothes and go to bed.
Mm.
You wanted to do something?
Yes. I hope it is before Tyrus goes to bed, because in my room I want to grab the scrying circlet.
Okay.
And I go to Tyrus' room.
Right. So,
No.
Tyrus,
You
as
see me like putting
as
up
you are-
candles and
As you are, I would say this is like right after the whole thing. As you're cleaning up your little ritual setup, you hear this at your door.
oh god, just a minute, and I'm like picking up candles, putting them out, like trying to wipe the pentagram off the floor. Yeah, all right, and I just throw a rug over it, and I open the door.
Won't it just burn?
You rug
I-
burn.
I-
Candles,
And I
pentagram.
What's
just
up?
walk in. I just
Hi.
press him.
Hey, Lockhart, what's up?
Well, so I kind of stole this, and I let him see the scrying circlet.
She holds up this very intricate platinum and silver looking tiara, basically, set in with multiple small red gemstone in the center of it. This large stone, it's about 2-3 inches in diameter, which is set in the middle, which is its focus.
It is from the Platinum Dragon safe, and I can see people with this.
I can see dead people.
And,
Oh.
Well, I thought maybe it is a good plan to look for demand on this. but
Demand.
yes,
The guy's after us.
yes, just to see where he is, what he's doing.
Like, is it a one-way communication, or
It
can he
is-
see where you are? Or...
It is a one-way communication. I think he would not see me,
All right,
but
it would be very clever.
yes.
So, what is your plan with it?
Well, I'm just gonna try and scry on him and I will see what happens. But I kind of just don't want to be alone. It's kind of terrifying, you know.
Yeah, that's smart. You stay here. I'll go make sure the doors are locked, and I'll keep watch.
And I go and scry on Dumont.
Meanwhile, I'll make sure to really lock the doors and make sure that nobody can get in. Maybe put even a chair in front of the door.
I have no idea how I look like when I'm scrying.
Alright, so Thars, as you're keeping watch, I'd like for you to make a perception check, just in general, for the duration of this scrying spell.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 9.
9. Alright. Locker, what's the DC of the scrying circlet?
15.
15. Alright. Locket sits down, holding the tiara in front of her. She closes her eyes and she focuses for a moment. And Locket, your consciousness is pulled back into the black void. A few moments pass before you're jutted back into yourself, the spell not taking effect.
Did it work?
No, I didn't see him.
So, what is he dead? Does that mean he's dead, or does
I
that
mean-
mean? What does that mean?
No, it does not always work.
Oh,
It's kind of a
maybe. Well, that's. Can you try it again?
No, I cannot. Tomorrow I can try again. I can only do it once a day.
Well, what? Maybe we should try it again tomorrow then. You know, just maybe we could figure something out. You know,
Yeah.
trying to settle this like heads on instead of him trying to sneakily kill us all the time. That's getting kind of old.
Maybe we can figure out his plan and where he is, and we can keep track of that.
We could. Yeah. We could figure something out.
Yes. Tyrus, if you don't mind, can I take the chair tonight, or at least sleep on the floor, because I really do not want to be alone in the night, if I'm being honest.
You want to stay with me, then? I mean, that's fine.
I mean, I will lay on the floor, of course, but
No, really. You can. I'll just, you can sleep in the bed. I'll just sit in the chair. You know, they're after you, not after me, of course.
yes, but no, you did not sleep the night I was attacked, so I will.
I don't mind. I really don't mind. I
But
really
I
value
do.
it. So.
I mind. You just go to sleep, and I will sleep in my bedroll on the floor.
All right.
Right.
All right. That's all right.
So, as Locket and
Good night,
Thyrus
Locket.
Good night.
ready themselves for bed, Ned and Friedrich, is there anything you guys would still want to do today?
After drinking, maybe just just continue finishing on the owl. Once I get to my room, I'll just undress and then sit in front of the fireplace and then just work on my owl statue.
Alright, everyone make a dexterity check.
Yes. That's with just general.
Because you're not proficient yet.
That's 12.
12. Alright, so you're sitting in front of your fireplace naked with the
No,
piece
no,
of
no,
wood.
not naked.
Oh, you said
No,
you're
underground.
undressed. And you're carving the owl. You're making headway, and it's starting to take the general shape. Although you don't really manage to you neither finish it nor make any nice extravagant details. But you also don't fuck it up. So, there's that. Ned, you want to do anything?
After,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, sorry. After that, I want to call the room service for a glass of brandy or
Sure.
something like that.
That can be done. But Ned.
Yep, Ned will, together with Ferric, pretend to go to the room, but when Ferric enters his room, will happily walk outside and go to the range.
Are you staying awake? In the chair?
No, I went in the bedroom. I'm on my bedroom.
Alright. Tharos, did you stay awake? Just like you did last night?
Well, I mean, I would stay awake a little bit longer, but I wouldn't take watch or anything. I would probably, after a little while, I'll just, like, nothing's gonna happen. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Alright. The charges on your weapon do fade in that case. But Ned, I would like you to make a stealth check.
Wasn't that much anyway.
Stealth check for me. Or
That's an 8.
Guys, what is whose passive perception is higher than 8 or higher?
8.
Yeah, I think so.
By the way, I have advantage now because I'm not wearing armor.
Are you not wearing your armor? Is this the first time in
No.
months that you've taken off your armor?
I
Yeah,
have
but
a-
because it's,
well,
Oh wait,
it's-
you don't even have.
I
your
don't have armor
You're right.
at
You're
the
right.
moment.
You have advantage.
So that's a 12.
Still see him. Or still hear him.
So Lockett, as you're
Yeah.
laying and trying to go to bed, still scared of what might happen, you hear outside your door this very of someone walking over wood,
I wake
trying
up
to be
Cyrus.
quiet.
I wake
You
up
first
Cyrus and
hear us coming back, right?
Well, yeah, but eventually in the night.
I wake up Cyrus and I pointed at him like, Cyrus! Wake up! There's someone outside.
What?
That is
Is
someone
the one?
outside.
Is the guy?
I've
What?
no idea. I've not looked yet. But
I
that is
jump out of bed. I grab the axe. All right. You ready?
Yes, and I grab my sword. And
Oh. I'll open the door. 3,
Alright.
That's already
Two.
gone.
1. Open the door.
Tyrus, make a perception check.
12.
12. At the very end of the hallway, you see someone, you're not sure what, but just quickly dart around the corner going down the stairs.
Look, there he is, and I start running after him.
so
You're not getting away this time, asshole!
Do I hear this?
Ah!
Yes. At this point, you wake up and you hear Tyrus screaming. Tyrus, you
I
start.
was still finishing my brandy at the fire.
You start running after it.
I run after it.
Yes.
With,
I open my door.
with Lockett easily, you eventually catch up to whomever was walking away, and you catch Ned in the act of walking down the stairs currently.
Oh! Ned, what the hell? Where are you going?
I just look down the hall and see.
Well,
Just
they're,
going
they're
for
down
a
the
walk.
stairs. You can't see them in the hall right now.
I was just going for a walk.
Look at it's just Ned.
Better
Being
question.
followed,
What are you
alright?
doing?
Why?
listen,
Why are you?
We
not
told you about
sleeping?
this, alright? We're being
What,
followed,
just-
remember?
Alright, but why are you screaming? What's that gonna do?
Well, it's gonna alert Friedrich. Probably,
Is,
hopefully. Listen, what are you doing?
I'm just going out
Going
for a
for a
walk. What do you mean? What am I doing? What?
It is
There
very
are
late.
assassins after us. And you're just going out for a walk. In the
Yeah,
middle of the night.
yeah.
Crazy.
No,
Why are you going on a walk this late in the evening?
because I needed some air.
Open the window.
I don't want to be in that forsaken room for that time. I just want to walk. I just want to go out. I just want to walk. That's all I want to do.
Really, is that what this is about?
Yeah.
I
Well, you
mean,
could have told us.
he is lying, right?
You can make an insight check.
Yeah.
Okay, make an insight check. Ned, make a deception check.
This, you know, I could have used those two
Good
natural.
joke.
God damn it.
Yeah, you could have.
Could have used them.
Wait.
8. Ned, what's your total?
My total is a 6, but
No! You fucking asshole.
I will use saving throw.
Oh my god!
Work.
I mean, you're allies, right?
I'll
In this
leave right
circumstance?
No!
But
Not
the
if
work
you're
is
lying.
It's a contested role, right?
I don't mean if there's allies. I mean, are you enemies now?
I mean, I would be in the middle, but I'm more like Rocket.
It depends on the confrontation.
Yes, you're the enemy.
I mean,
Of the
when I
state?
saw you, I thought you were an enemy.
But he's lying!
I guess I say DM's call.
I mean, it doesn't say
Yeah.
anything about that. I mean,
Yeah.
It depends on the confrontation, I'd say. Similar to Thyrus's, aura of protection. That still equals you both on an 8, even if it
No,
succeeds.
he had the 6.
He had a 6, but if he can use it, it still succeeds. It's both an 8. So see as you trying to see
with
through his
Frederick, I can
shit,
see Frederick,
his
right?
DC is set by making the
there.
roll,
Here.
which is 8,
Oh,
which you
okay.
would still succeed on.
I
So-
just saw. I just looked at the. Looked at.
In either case, Lockett would know that something's up, although you do not notice that he's flat out lying.
I can work with that.
He is just not, because she would have to beat your DC, which is set by your deception, which is her 8, and even with saving face would be an 8. So he's not flat out lying, but he's not telling all the truth,
No.
which I think is the best way to solve this.
I just saw Thyrus down the hall and was like,
That's
I don't
also
know
a
what
weird
that's about.
reaction.
It just
Ned, what aren't you telling us?
I mean, what are you telling me? You, all of you don't tell anything. Just let me do my thing.
What?
Don't act like none of you are lying all the time.
I
What are
have
you
not
talking
lied
about?
to you.
Well, I'm not lying now. I'm just not telling everything.
Yes.
I've also not been lying to you. I've been very honest about you, and you've not been really. That didn't get the best reaction, so. You know what? Listen, Matt.
What is going on, Ned?
I'll get it if you want to go for a walk, but listen, we gotta be careful. Just talk to us.
Maybe in the morning. I just want to have a walk now.
All right, then I'm coming with. Look, do you want to come with?
Well, I'm not going to bed alone, so
I mean, what can we? All right, okay. Listen, I want to be with Billy. All right. So if you want to sleep with me, you're gonna sleep in a stable.
wait. You made
Is
me
that
pay
what this is all about?
for a
This,
really expensive room, and now you're sleeping in a stable? Excuse me?
I'm not even gonna.
Well, why did you could have just said it in the first place? What was your? Oh, really? Is that it? Is that it? Is that all of it? Come on,
you could
man!
have-
Really?
First of all, you could have said that to us, and second of all,
Yeah.
I want my money back.
You could have been a bit more. If you could have said that just a little bit earlier.
I never wanted this room.
Well, why did you take it? Really?
Why
I
didn't
was
you say
forced
it?
into it. Don't act like you. Don't act like I said I wanted this room. Don't act like that I did.
No, but
You
you could
didn't?
have said
Well-
you did not want it.
he did, I think.
I'm pretty.
No, I'm pretty sure you didn't say anything.
Look. Everyone wants me to somehow enjoy this. I don't. I've said this multiple times. I just wanted you to feel better, I guess.
Well,
Well,
now
why
I
do you
don't
ask this of
because
you,
I
Ned?
lost my money for nothing.
Why is it always about the money for you? What?
Because with money, you're safe.
Well, sure. You know, Ned takes. How much did it cost? I don't care.
How much did it cost me?
Ned,
Because I don't know how.
30
We didn't-
something?
No.
it's not about the
for-
money. You know,
I'll figure it out.
well, to me it isn't at least. The locket might be, but you want me to be honest with you, Ned. Why couldn't you have been honest about me? I mean, this is not such a big deal, is it now?
200.
It's not.
You know what, locket, I'm going back to
You
bed.
gave me the money back.
Well, then you have to make sure.
How much?
he knows.
I don't know how much it is.
200 gold.
200 gold. Sure, here you go. Here you have 200 gold. Leave me alone, because apparently that 200 gold makes you more safe than Yvonne. And Ned walks down.
Come on, locket, let's go back to bed.
Yes. And I just turn around and go to the room.
So, all of you head to bed in your separate places. Most of them, at least. You wake up the next morning, well rested, finishing your long rest. As I said, Tyrus, all your things are gone.
Yeah, my
All
charges.
your chargers. But you all wake up the next day, and well, you have an appointment at midday.
What?
So, what do you guys want to do?
Take breakfast.
Well, yeah, but
I don't know.
Express.
Stroll around the city, I guess.
When was the meeting?
midday.
Well, I'll try to train Billy more.
Make an
How
outlanding
long?
check.
I'll go
Ooh.
to breakfast as well, and then
You are
Go.
doing great on the natural 20s today, Ned.
You
That's
rolled
a
two off.
natural.
Damn.
Well, it's technically the first one of the game.
Yeah.
So, that ain't true.
still.
But it's a natural 20 for Billy.
Which is total of?
22, I think. Yeah, 22.
Alright. With her being stuck in the stables and not really allowed to go far, you get basics done of, sit, follow, stay. It works most of the time, at least. You're also able to
Pretty nice.
ride
It's pretty good.
better. Still not well, but better.
Progress.
There's no aggressive behavior anymore between the two of you. So that's how far you got.
It's pretty good for me.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Anyone else want to do something during the day?
Well,
How long would it take me to ride to the Black Tree?
About an hour. An hour there and then an hour back. Plus a few
What
minutes for
time?
digging the whole thing up.
I mean, you make it.
How long would how
You have about 3 hours
Would I
from
s-
waking up to having the
So you could do this.
thing.
Yeah, I could do it. All right, I tell Lockett I'm going to get the remainder of our money,
Well,
and I go get my horse from the stables.
I hope it's still there.
Yeah,
Probably. I mean, I hit it pretty well.
So Tyrus and Lockett split up.
Yeah,
And
I'll-
Tyrus is gonna go get them.
after breakfast, I'll go to the woodworker shop.
Right, so you want to spend the entire day there, or
I mean, I didn't know what she had in mind, but
well, if you go there, you would start at the process. You would quicken your way to getting the woodworking stool or the woodworker stool's proficiency, by staying there a day. Depending on how long you want to stay there, it depends on how far you're going to get with your proficiency.
Yeah.
So you want to stay the entire day, or just a part of the day, or?
It's about 3 hours until the meeting, right?
Yeah.
I'll go for just the morning and then the afternoon, and if I leave if I am needed. So I'll just go there now, and then if Tyrus messages me, I'll leave.
Alright, so unless otherwise mentioned, you're going to be there the entire day.
Yeah, well, I'll check in before the meeting.
Very well.
Before the meeting, I'll send Tyrus a message, like, but that's not yet happening, so I'll wait until that is happening.
Tyrus, I would like for you to make an investigation check with advantage.
Plus.
Because you kind of know where you buried it. It's not that well covered up. So it should be easy enough to find.
But it has been snowing, so.
A little bit.
That's two 14s.
14, yeah.
Mm.
With the covering up of just an 8, you're able to find it rather easily. You can dig up the chest and write back if you do so wish. The logo is still carved on the front of it. But the remainder of the gold is in there. So that was a third in there, I'm pretty sure. So that means...
Seeing that the logo is on there, I would take the gold.
So in that specific chest, there was 4,200 gold pieces.
4,200. 4,200.
Yeah, because the total you guys had was 12,600 divided by 3, taken up in different parts. This is 4,200 of the amount that you had. You guys split the middle one. So.
Like, I know the logo is gonna be a problem.
Possibly.
So I would probably.
Lockett also has a chest with the logo on it in the hotel room at the moment.
I don't.
No, she scratched it out.
I scratched
Well,
it
you
out.
attempted to, and it didn't really work. To someone who would recognize the logo was still recognizable. Because you didn't carve it off or anything. You just scratched through it.
Like, I would. I want to take my my Tinder box, and I want to try and burn it off a bit. I just try to like.
Sure.
Is that a good idea? I mean,
roll a d20.
Oh boy.
Is this a luck roll?
This is just because I have no idea what fucking skill this would be. So it's just a d20.
a 6.
Fair enough.
Oh god.
Survival?
A 6.
Your pyromancy skill. Really should be a skill.
I use fireball.
So you try to burn it off. What you end up doing is you get the logo off, but there's a hole in the top of the chest that's about this size.
On top of the chest. Oh god.
So the logo is gone, but there's a big old hole in it.
Nice.
Oh fuck.
It's unrecognizable.
I
That's
use
true.
the clothes that I've taken off, and I try to like cover it up.
Alright, so you bind it in the clothes, and it's now clothes tied over her chest.
But the logo is burned off, right?
Yes, and a big part of the lid.
Alright, that's good.
Saying
I
that
basically,
anyone
like,
who gets their hands on this is able to take gold out. Easily.
Like,
If you
so I
die too
covered it up,
fast, then
put it on my, yeah, like put it between my
can
legs
bring it back.
and the reins, and I start riding back.
Okay, so you ride back to town. You can hide it somewhere in your room if you wish, but you have the gold.
Yeah. Awesome.
Great.
I hide it in my room.
Alright, so the day passes. Is there anything you wanted to do?
I just take a stroll around the city until it's time.
Take a little stroll around the city. You come across most of the here's the map. You come across most of the shops, seeing that there's a general store, cartographer, painter, stoneworker, jeweler, glassworker, clothing shop, which you've been to before, the woodworker where Frederick is actually at. You find a small weird magical shop, a healer, bakery, brewery, leatherworker, armory, the smithies, the stables where Ned's currently working with Billy. You find a place that's actually set up for Merv's shop, but hasn't been really worked on yet. It's a similar type of Colosseum style build to it. You also find the carpenter's Willie's Wood. You pass up some of the temples, finding that the 7 major deities in this town are Bahamut, Moradin, Belor, Arathis, Kord, the Raven Queen, and Ayun. You can go across the military district where you find City Hall, where you've been to deliver your letters. You find the guard barracks, the Monster Hunters Guild, the Hunter's Fang, where you've actually heard of before, where Duzar was supposedly at.
Yeah.
School of Evocation is there as well as the Tower of Headmaster Genox. In the Red District, the Dawn District, where the Brass Head Inn is as well. You find the bathhouse you've been at, a brothel known as the Evening's Night, the Brass Head Inn, the keep of the Statwell family, as well as the homes of the Amberwyn, Dudley, Blackmorn, Campbell, and Genox family. In the central city, you find the Hero's Forge, the arena, as well as the Jolly Jelly and the Hero's Rest, which were both the inns there, and the Velvet Fang, which is another brothel. Outside the city, slightly, you encounter the poorer area of town, where you find the Cheapgate Inn, which seems to be very much easier to go with, much cheaper inn than you've been staying at lately. You also at one point walk across the Charcoal Road, which seems to be this back alley with there's a bit more shady deals, but also where just more poor people go to their form of market. On the main plaza, you encounter a very strange, exotic-looking gypsy-style wagon that's been set up there a bit more permanently. There's a bit of fog hanging around it. Seems to have some magical essence to it, called Fortunes and Favor. You also find they sell exotic minerals, fruits, different types of animals, and their meats and fish there. Seems to be some sort of general market.
Got it.
Can I go into the animal shop and look around?
Well, it's just a market, so they're all just stalls hanging outside. And
Then
the specific animal one that you find has different types of birds, as well as cats and bats, owls, all sorts of small critters.
Thank you.
That are up for sale. Basically anything from the CR0 and beasts list is able to be found here.
Okay. I will move on.
Okay, you'll move on. That's about all you see.
Okay.
You want to interact with any of it?
I mean, I would like to go to the, what was it? A potion shop.
There's a brewery which seems to be working mostly in ale works, wines, beers, not necessarily potion shop.
No, in healer thingy you said.
There is a healer in town.
I would want to go there and look if they have anything I would be able to heal.
Let's see. So you walk into the healer shop, which seems to be this the small wooden house with a bit of a tent set up front. Stitched into one of the flap doors of the tent is the Helpful Hearts. You enter on the inside, and there seems to be this about late 20s, seems to be a human male, currently dressed in long white robes with red outlining. And as you enter, he seems to be working on some of his stock right now. As you enter, he goes, "Oh, good morning. Can I help you?"
Yes, I was wondering if you have anything that I can heal with. I want to be better at healing people. I have no skill at all.
You want to be better at it, or you want to have a quick and easy?
I want to have a quick and easy learning.
Well, in that case, I have a very small stock of healing potions, if that was what you're into. But if you're looking for something a little less magical, and a little cheaper, to be fair, I've got some healing kits as well.
Well, I would like a healing kit. Yes.
Alright, as I said, my stock's not that great. I've got and he gets from inside the house and he brings it outside for you, a small box. He says, "I've got 2 lesser healing potions.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 1 regular healing potion, and I've got 1 greater for you."
And what will be the prices of that?
Well, the lesser healing potions are only to get you up from the ground if you're really badly hurt. They go for an easy 35 gold. The normal healing potion, which is a bit better but still can't really keep you in a fight or heal you much if you're on the brink of death, is 60 gold pieces. The greater healing potion, which might actually get you back up to get back to the fight, is 135.
I will take a greater healing potion and a lesser healing potion, please.
So 1 greater and 1 lesser. That's going to be a total of 170 gold pieces.
And I give him 170 gold pieces.
He hands you over the 2 potions. One lesser, greater. I'll get them for you. Not sure if you'll use them before or after we're back at the table, so if you do. There we go. That's plus 8. And that's plus 2. Okay.
And do you have probably anything else I can use without magic-y thing? Maybe like bandages or something?
Well, those are part of the healing skits. I can get you one of those if you're interested. They're only 5 gold.
Yes, then I will take one of those.
So for 5 gold, you also take a healer's kit. So I'll send you a screenshot of what the healer's kit does.
Yes, thank you. Then I will move on, I guess. What time is it now?
You're nearing the time of the meeting. If there's anything you want to do, you could still do it.
No, I will just go back and
Okay.
for now. I will return later.
Okay. So eventually the time comes for the meeting.
Before that,
Yes.
Ned would like to try and pick up his armor.
Oh yeah. Easily enough done. The armor is repaired and done. For no extra cost, you can pick that up.
All right.
I mean, how was the morning with me and Thrilla? Or no, not Thrilla, but the woman with the woodworking
With
thing.
Dix. You arrive there and she starts teaching you the basics of woodworking. Every so often a customer comes in and she helps them real quick and gets them out again, and she continues teaching you. So you've started making your progress to get that proficiency.
Okay.
So, does anybody ping Friedrich to come to the meeting?
No, didn't say when.
Well, before if I see it become a bit. I see the sun after. Well, I'll just after a few hours I'll just ping. Ping.
Well, I would
virus.
probably like like half an hour or an hour before we go. I would probably like notify you.
Alright, so if you do get a message of them getting ready to go to the meeting.
Gamma over. Do you still require me to come, or can I just continue working here?
Well, Friedrich, we're about to prepare to head over. If you want to come, you can come. But as I said, it's just delivering a package. You don't have to come. But if you would, you're happily welcome.
I have the package.
It's up
by
to
the
you.
way.
Hmm?
I took the package with me, by the
Okay.
way.
Roger,
Explode
Roger.
it.
That's
I'll,
useful.
I'll just ping me if you need me, if there goes something horribly wrong, but otherwise I'll just stay here. I've been making progress, so keep me up.
Alright, that's fine.
Over.
Right, so with Felix not coming to the meeting, the three of you find each other at the gates of the School of Evocation.
We go inside.
Okay, so you all silently group up and walk inside. Walking once more to the front desk seems to be at this point a bit of an older gentleman. And as you guys walk in, he's wearing these red robes with black outlines and accents to it. And as you approach him, he simply goes, "Good day, can I help you?"
Yes, we had an appointment.
An appointment. Let me see. And he grabs a little clipboard and starts going through it. Yes, you were delivering a package, right?
Yes.
Of course. Follow me. And he leads you outside the building, and you're being taken with over a bit of the school premises. You see large open gardens, but as you get behind the school as well, you see training grounds where there's scorch marks on the ground of wherever a fire blast has gone off at one point. You also see a few younger people training currently there seems to be some kind of target practice where spells such as Firebolt and Frostbite are being cast regularly. He leads you over to this large tower, and it's built very strong at the base. It has it's built out of this very heavy stone work held together by a wooden structure of black and red, which leads up to this very nice open tower at the top, or this tower room. And you all are being brought in there. You're taken through a couple of rooms before you're at one point very far at the top, passing up a lobby type area, as well as what seems to be an open library. At one point you also go through some kind of lab or magical tinkering shop, where you see in the corner a very heavy set, what seems to be a about 8-9 foot tall golem setup built out of these heavy metal platings, held together by wood structure. Continuing on from there, you're eventually being led to a small waiting room outside an office. And the older gentleman simply tells you to stay there, and he makes his way downstairs again. The three of you are left in the room there.
Well.
Yeah, this seems to be quite the school.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty legit.
Very magical.
Freaks me the fuck out. Alright, that golem stuff,
I mean, we just have to learn somewhere. I mean.
Yeah. That's right. Just knowing, listen, just knowing that I could use these things against, well, the Endurian Empire, that's kind of disconcerting.
Endura.
But, Endura. Sorry,
That's right.
It happens.
Well, the Dark Empire probably has something the same. I guess they have wizard too. Probably.
That's true.
I mean,
With the
Murph is a
bloodshed
wizard.
that could cause. Well, I'm not still sure where Merv is from. To
I
be
don't know,
completely
but
honest.
he is located in the Dark Empire, so
True.
it is only logical if he was from there too. But I don't know if they have a school. I'm not really busy in the magical department, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Well, they have a school of conjuration in the Eastkeep, but I don't know. Do I know any other schools in Endura?
The few schools of magic that are held together in this continent are spread over every multiple countries. No one country holds more
That one.
schools, because it would be too powerful for any country to have. Most of the schools are also, at least in their original creations, quite separated from the countries that they're based in. Although they do, well, a lot of the people that get out of a certain school do eventually either start a shop, which is similar to what Merv did, or get into some other type of profession. Another profession that is common in that department is becoming a part of the military. Both militaries of the Dirk Empire and Zhao have a large section which is dedicated to wizards, but nowhere near, most of the wars are still being fought without them. You know for a fact the school of conjuration in Eastkeep is quite similar to this one. It's built a little differently, of course, and focused on different areas. But you've seen it before. Living there your entire life, you would have been introduced to most of it there. Rather than focusing on stuff such as firebolts, lightning strikes, whatever, that school's more centered on, well, conjuration. So that's making clouds of poisonous gas appear, summoning elementals, summoning demons, something like that. It's a little bit of a, they make stuff appear rather than just soul destructive power. That's about as far as your knowledge would go. You know that the School of Conjuration is in Endura. The School of Evocation is in Zhao, and in the Waker States hold the School of Abjuration. Outside of that, you haven't really done research on it, nor have you cared much for it. But that's how much you've heard in the last couple of months. For example, the Staff of Defense was a gift from the School of Abjuration to Merv, who gave it to you for safekeeping. Or safekeeping for the duration of this particular quest.
Oh, right.
But
So yeah, so I know of most of the schools, but still, personally, I'm not that big of a fan of magic. Getting magic that way, I think it's too dangerous. I mean, you
Yeah.
can see the damage you can cause.
But it can also do some good. I mean,
Well, that's right, but the way I use it, there's a bit of morality behind it. The way Friedrich uses it, that's still kind of like. But I think that's more of a grey area, because that.
I really don't think you can pull the morality card, I'll be honest.
That we're talking about magic here. You don't.
I know.
Alright, you can use magic.
I have a funny feeling I also cannot play that card when it comes to my magic.
Yeah, about that.
well,
What about your magic?
you
What
just
about it?
do it.
I mean,
From one day on the other, you just had magic. With flaming fingers and such.
did you have any
Look, I forgot most of anything, so I don't know why I have it. It just came out of nowhere.
Maybe,
If I remember correctly, it was around the time you got your crossbow back.
Yeah, but that's just a coincidence, I think.
well, maybe he was a wizard. We don't know.
Very good possibility he could have been a wizard. But no, actually, if he's a wizard, he should know the spells. Maybe he's a sorcerer.
But maybe he's just like when he forgot his memory, he forgot that he could use spells.
I don't think.
No, I think he's a sorcerer.
I do not know how it works. I have no magic at all.
Did you have like a dragon in your family or something like that?
I mean, he is kind of red.
Yeah, but I think that's just
The only
a
dragon
problem.
we've ever seen is green. I don't know where you're trying to get it.
Oh, they're all red ones. No, so blue
never seen
ones.
one.
I've heard once of a blue one eating an arm of a friend of mine, but that's long ago.
Nope.
Rough.
Nope. No dragon has been seen in the past couple of 100 years, so I doubt that.
I think you're just that's just
Hallucinating.
PTSD.
Yeah. So,
It could have just been lying. That also could have been possible.
a moment passes, and you guys are left in that room, and the door is this hard, this very wide 2 doors, dark wood door, and a moment passes as the door opens up out of itself, very gently, making nearly no sound, and from the inside you simply hear, "You may enter."
Well,
Oh,
I enter.
After you, look at. Ladies go first.
You-
Are we in our fancy clothes, by the way?
you can
Yeah.
go first, Tars.
I don't know. What are you in your fancy clothes?
I'm just
No.
in my pants
Just your pants.
and my blouse.
Put on some clothes, goddamn.
So from the few fancy clothes that you
I'm
have,
not in my dress.
yeah,
just-
the newly commissioned stuff you also don't have yet. So Tyrus, your nice clothes you don't fit currently because of you don't have the armor.
They're way too big.
And
Me
Ned's
too.
wearing his armor. So you guys enter the room, and it's a modest office. There's some bookshelves here and there. You see in the corners there's seems to be this ball of slight bits of light. You're not sure what it's made out of. It seems to be just condensed energy with a few rings twirling around it, just in a corner on itself. Sitting behind the desk, currently dressed in the same red and black robes, is what seems to be human, although it has a faint orange yellowish skin. And there's completely human features, although the ears are a little bit pointed, but not enough to be half elf. The hair, on the other hand, is completely red and yellow, very much giving this fire-like vibe. The eyes are also very orange at the outside. It's becoming more yellow towards the pupil. And as you guys enter, and the person sitting there simply goes, sit down, let's have a talk." And 3 chairs just slightly push back from the office, or from the desk.
I will
That's
sit
All right.
in the middle one. This is also in the center.
So you
I
all sit down,
on the.
and he simply goes, "My name is Sendar Genox, and who might you be?"
Ned.
Breen, Tails.
Barnabas Tacitus.
Make
What?
a deception check.
Just me?
Yeah, just you.
Wait, why does a locket have to take one?
Isn't that a question?
Alright.
Because
16.
it's Breen Tails and Barnabas. 16?
Can I have your
Mhm.
pen?
Hmm?
Your pen. What was his name?
His name. Sendar Genox. Okay. Alright. You say that, and he slightly goes, Alright. And what may be your business here today?
Well, We have like someone. I have to start different.
Probably.
There was a person we met, and he wants to open his shop here in the shop. So he asked us to deliver a package to you, so he could do that. And I just laid the package on the table.
You put the package on the table, and he puts his hands on his face and just sits there for like a good 30 seconds. You just hear him very heavily sigh.
Are you alright?
Ah,
Comes back up.
so you already know Merv.
I know him well.
Hmm.
And
I can tell.
he is hard to get rid of.
Like, listen, we know, but he's just trying to set up a store, you know. And he makes good supplies, you know.
No, I get this, man. I get the reaction.
Yeah, I get him as well, but we came here on Merv's behalf.
Is there any reason that I would take up on this, rather than just keep trying to ignore him as I've done for the past few years?
You seem genuine.
Yeah, I mean, he's not that bad.
Well, you get a better access to medical supplies. Also, you got a
You
direct line
think
into
I
the
need
Empire.
access to magical supplies?
I mean, yeah, Pharisees.
Not necessarily, but
Barnabas-
it's more gold coming in to your country.
And I'm sure that will help the country's economy. Yet I am
More
still
trade.
wondering why I should care. Is there any message that he sent with you? Anything important that I should know?
I mean, I have a sending stone. You could talk to him.
Gods no, I have blocked out his sending spells. I'm not taking up that stone just to be in contact with that guy.
The
we
package
have,
should tell everything you need to know.
we have a like staff kind of thing from him, but I don't know if he wanted it. He gave
Look,
it
the
to us for
package.
this message for this trip, but I don't know if it was the point of giving it to
He
you.
sits upright. Slightly slides the package towards him. He moves his fingers across slightly as the opening as he rips the bit of the paper that's wrapped around it. Pushes it aside. Slides it back about half a foot. Mutters something under his breast. Mutters something under his breath.
Is this a
and
woman?
This no, it seems definitely to be a man. And the spectral hand
bit overlord.
appears that ever so slightly drifts over to the box and pushes one side open, the other side opening it up completely, and reaches inside. Bringing it up seems to be this about 10 inches in any direction, a small metal box, and drifts over to him. The moment the wooden box is set down in front of him, the entire package, he takes off the letter, and then the entire package just goes up in flame. He opens he sets the box in front of him and opens it up slightly, as it slightly creaks. He looks inside for a moment, laughs to himself, closes it once again, and opens the letter and begins to read it. Just in utter silence. Goes through for a moment.
It's a nice day, right?
Nick,
Sure is.
What?
keep quiet.
Just put it out, man.
How is he doing?
Well, I can ask. I mean, he's probably doing alright, because he never leaves his shop.
That I know.
But you know, with the war and all.
But it wouldn't be bothering you, really, then. He's only in his shop. He's just trying to sell his business.
May I have the sending stone?
I give him the sending stone to Merv.
He takes it, says that for a moment.
He does talk a little fast sometimes.
You want us
I
to
am
leave the
aware.
room, or...
If you don't mind.
Okay.
Sure.
And
Alright.
We leave the room.
Right? The three of you leave the room,
Hello.
the wooden doors behind you shut once again. And the three of you are left out there for a moment.
Oh god, this is going terrible so far.
Is it?
Wait,
I mean, I thought it would have been easier.
I mean,
when he didn't give us
So-
anything.
at first he did not want the sending stone, and now he does. So I think that is an improvement.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem that big of a fan of Murph now, does he?
Well,
I mean, now he has to talk to Merv. I kind of feel bad for him.
he smiled.
Yeah, that's right. Could have been, yeah, well, that wasn't really clear if it was a good or a bad smile. Like, what was in that box anyway?
I
What is a
don't know,
bad
but
smile?
it sounded a really sweet smile. Like, you know.
Like, what if he shit in that box and he was like, ha, typical Murph.
Well, then it would be a really long shit or a really. I mean, it was a big box.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, it was.
Was.
So maybe it was like a wand or something.
A bomb.
Let's just hope this goes well.
Tactical new.
Get down!
I mean,
There goes your show.
I'm sure it's fine. If it's not, does it really matter? I mean, wait, we did this entire trip because of this, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we
well,
did.
yeah. Yes and no.
Well, I don't
Go
care. I
ahead.
mean, I have to be here anyway.
You do?
I'm
Okay.
not here, but
Yeah.
eventually, I need to go this way. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't even know if I
Yeah,
have to go this
so-
way. That's what I think. I'm confused.
Well, so am I. So don't bother about it.
We're not fully welcome in Endura anymore, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What? Don't really care about that
Oh.
either.
Well,
This takes a long time.
And a few more minutes pass before the doors open once again, and you hear the same voice coming. Come back, please.
We come back.
Yes, and we sit down again.
yes,
As you all walk back in,
menacingly.
he puts the sending stone on the desk,
I
slides it back towards Lockett. Simply goes, I thank you. We'd have to work out the details, but is there any other particular thing you would want to mention to me? Now's the time. You have my full attention.
No.
Not really. I mean, no, I cannot think of anything.
Did we do?
I do.
What can I help you with,
Oh.
Barnabas?
I was wondering if there was a way you could. Is there any I've heard of magic being able to send you to other places.
That is true.
Is there a way you could bring me to Newcastle and back?
Newcastle. Well,
It's in Endura.
teleportation magic isn't my forte, but I do have access to multiple teleportation circles. None near Newcastle, as far as I'm aware. The closest I could possibly get you is either Stormfort, the Wake Estates, or Inadura, but I'm not sure how well you would be, taken in anywhere that you arrive there. We could also send you to one of the other schools of your vocation, or the School of Conjuration, which is in the Iduric Empire, and will get you in the right direction, and possibly there.
I'm
you can-
aware.
Well, if you're looking for anyone that's more proficient in teleportation magic and such conjurations, Murph would probably be the one to talk to.
I've talked to him. Sadly, his closed shop in Newcastle. That's why I wondered if you might be able to help me, but sadly,
He might be in
well,
a happier mood at this point. If I were you, I'd send him another message using that stone. Tell him to do it as a favor for me.
I pass him
Thank
the
you for your
stone.
business.
Thank you for coming by. And, well, Murph will be opening up shop here soon enough. And nods
That's
over
great
to
to
you,
hear.
stands up for himself, rights himself, and simply goes, I have other business to attend to today. Pleasant day. And he walks back into
Thank you
his
for your
room.
time.
Leaves through a separate door. As you guys leave his office, the doors close behind you.
Okay, that was that.
That-
Let's
It went
go.
better than I expected.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go. And I hold the door open for Lockett and Ned.
Well, the door was shut after you guys walked out.
Oh, you were already up. Oh, well, that's good. I'll notify Friedrich that we're done here.
What else do we have
Let's
to
meet
do
back
here?
Nothing. But I really
Yeah.
wanted to go. Somewhere I saw a pet shop on the plaza, and I thought maybe it was interesting.
All right.
So
The plaza.
I'm gonna check that out if anyone wants
Well,
to join me.
All right.
You still have a
Well,
chicken,
well,
by the
you
way.
go ahead.
Oh yeah. Still
It's
have-
currently in your room.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I forgot about that.
Well, you go ahead. I'll tell Friedrich. We'll go with that.
You have the stone, right?
Yeah, I do. And I grab the stone.
Yeah.
Hello, Friedrich. I hope your carpenter's lessons are going well.
Check. Yes. Pretty
The-
okay actually. How did it go?
Yeah.
The mission was a success.
Friedrich, at the same time, you start talking to that, so you hear the goblin woman there going, "Who are you talking to? Why are you talking into a stone?"
It's a magical stone. It allows me to talk to a friend of mine. He was doing important business.
Sure, no, yeah, we'll wait for you to finish talking with your friends about the important business before we continue with the lessons. And she
It will
sits
just
across
be-
from you, legs crossed, kind of giving you the stink eye.
Gotta go. I'll speak to you soon. Over.
Right, meet you at the hotel. Good luck.
Thanks, bravo.
All right, let's go. Bro. Roger.
So,
Right,
all of
right.
you walk down the tower once again, go walking through the workshop, the library, the lobby, and eventually over the school grounds back to the exit. And you guys exit the School of Evocation, and you're out there, currently standing in the military district. You see the plaza that Lark was talking about in front of you, with the bustling market at the moment. Still a bit cold, but you know, you're fine.
What a bunch of nerds those wizards are.
So, what would you guys like to do?
I am going to the pet thing.
Alright, so Lockett takes all of you into the
Wow.
the market,
Ignored.
leading you past some of the shops that I've described before, eventually ending up at the large setup with different types of animals. You know, owls, birds, ferrets, cats, dogs, fucking random ass creatures.
Is there a rabbit? Are they like baby owl bears?
There isn't a baby owl bear here.
Wow.
Are they like, what are the... Alright, what's like the... You know, I want to have a critter that is a little like... What, like rabbits. I want rabbits.
There are, I would say, there's a large pen with multiple rabbits in them. Seems to be anywhere between 12 and 20 rabbits. They're all like bunched up in this bit too small of a pen. They seem to be all very well fed, if not too much.
What do you want rabbits for?
Too much. They're too much. They're too fat. Wow.
They're not
okay.
necessarily too fat, but they're very well fed.
Yep.
Do they
So,
have Like
No, no.
these are?
Yeah, those are at least those are there. If you're wondering for any other ones, you'd have to ask.
A deer.
A deer wouldn't be there. It's too big.
I know.
That wouldn't
That's a
work.
joke.
So, those rabbits, right? Is there a shopkeeper?
There's a shopkeeper. Seems to be a gentleman dressed in seems to be a bit Arabic style clothing, with a turban on his head, a bit darker skin, large bushy black beard. Simply goes, "Yes, these are rabbits. Are you looking to buy one?"
Maybe
Not too
more than one.
expensive. Maybe more than one. Oh, then we can do good dealing, sir.
Depends on how much they cost, of course.
For a single rabbit, you'll be losing about 2 silver pieces.
2 silver for a single rabbit. Well, you've got yourself a deal. How many are there?
There are about 17 in this pen right now.
Can I get 5?
Of course, sir. 5. Any particular?
Yeah, your fattest ones, the most well-fed ones. Yeah.
Oh, I understand you, sir. And he starts picking out some of the fattest ones. He actually drags one out, which is... You're not sure if it's fluffy or if it's fucking fat, but it's round. It's thick, and he puts he puts them in a few cages, and he eventually has 3 cages. 2 of the cages have 2 of them in there. The one cage that's separate has the one fat one in it. I'm not sure how you're planning on taking all these with you, but if for just a few silver pieces, they're all yours.
Yeah. Well, I open the cages. First of all, I pay him,
Right, so that's a single gold piece for 5 of them.
and then I just open the cage and I just put it in the bag of holding the rabbits, and I
Oh no!
just put the rabbits in the bag of
I
holding.
fucking knew it.
The guy is looking at you very confused and goes, "So you're not going to be needing these?"
Oh no, you can keep the cages.
Thank you. And he puts them down again. Anything else I can help you with? Where did they go? I'm just very interested. That was really weird.
Oh, they're just in the bag.
Good day. And he turns away, a bit confused. He starts talking into a language you don't understand, between one of the other guys, and he kind of like peeks over his shoulder.
Yep.
Oh, this is sharp.
You're gonna feed them to Billy or not?
Let me just.
What are you looking for? What do you want to get?
Do they have a flying snake?
No, flying snake is not one of the ones he has.
Do they have a hawk or a blood hawk?
They do have a hawk.
Just a normal hawk.
Yes. They have a single hawk. It's kind of perched up on one of the, T-shaped wooden structures, and it's just sitting there. It just looks fucking pissed off at anything, and just looks around like. And he thinks, and at one point you see like a bit of an older gentleman reaches out a hand towards it, simply goes, and the guy just.
Well, how much for the hawk?
Alright, one of the other men dressed in similar attire. This one's more clean shaven, turns to you, and he goes, "For the hawk. If you're looking for the hawk to take it with you as is, you'd be looking at a mere 2 gold pieces,
How do you mean as is?
without any training."
Do I get the cage with that?
You can certainly try to put it in a cage, yes.
But I can take it with me now.
We will give you a large leather glove and a rope that's tied to one of its legs.
Well, yes,
The training will still be up for you. We haven't had much time to train this one yet.
Well, I can try for myself and train it myself. I can try, always.
Of course.
2 golds, you said?
2 gold pieces.
Okay.
He hands you this large leather glove. He takes one of the rope that's been tied to the base of the wooden structure on which the hawk is sitting, and he hands it to you.
And I grab a piece of meat. And
Do you have a piece of meat?
No, I don't.
Then you don't grab a piece of meat.
Damn it.
You need a rabbit?
Yeah, I wanted to say.
Like a ration or something.
'Cause there's a lot of them in this shop.
I try a ration and try and give it to the hawk.
The hawk just sitting there. You just reach out this ration towards it. Make an animal handling check.
Oh god.
Bites off your finger.
I lose some fingers and all.
With the large leather glove, it will be fine.
Like
Even
you
if it
ha-
goes wrong,
you
I can
currently,
use
you currently
it.
have the leather glove on, and you're holding the rope in the other hand, but the bird's just still sitting on the wood.
Mhm. Animal handling is +1. Oh god. Oh god. That's a 3.
That's pretty good.
I do give it with the leather thing, right?
Sure.
I'm stupid.
You hand it out with the leather glove, and the moment you get close to it, it just like still just has this pissed off expression in its face, and you like hand that towards it, and it just nabs. It grabs your finger, and it doesn't hurt that much, but you feel the pressure, and you feel the meat just being locked into itself, and it just sits there again, just like.
Can I? Okay, I try and put him on the glove.
Right, you push the glove against him, and he just starts biting the glove, and he's like, you know, you push it back, he like starts flapping with its wings to try and stay on it. The claws still wrapped around the wood.
He likes you.
I grab the pole and walk away. And grab the wood. It's on.
Well, the wood's tied to the rest of the fucking, it's bolted into the rest of the table.
Oh, damn it.
Because there's multiple birds like this sitting on.
I could try. I mean,
Well, you try that, and you don't manage to lift the stand.
okay.
Grab by its neck.
You sure you want to take this bird?
Yes, I paid for it.
Why do you need a hawk?
Why not?
Seems a lot of work.
The hawk once more
Why not
bites
run?
in the glove and starts rearing its head.
I mean, you have a wolf. Why can't I have a bird?
Are you jealous?
Yes.
Understandable.
Speaking of birds,
What are you gonna
I
say
want
about
to look
birds?
if they have like any tiny, bright colored birds, like a canary or something.
You're gonna feed it to my bird?
No,
They do have a little cage set up where there's on the inside. I'll go through the little stock they have. From all the normal creatures, they do have a few. There seems to be in a separate cage another rabbit, a bit bigger. Seems to have this one horn protruding out from its forehead, which is a little strange. There's a separate cage. Seems to be this like bird cage in a very what looks to be malnourished monkey. Is sitting in it with a long tail, 2 feather-like wings just slumped out from its back.
From a monkey.
You see on the inside they have it in a larger pen. Seems to be you first assume to be some kind of boar, but eventually find out there's a fucking large ass beetle, tied up with a rope to the side. Seems to be no bigger than a dog, but it's. For a beetle, it's pretty fucking huge. They have a few insects like scorpions and centipedes. They have some spiders of different sizes, but they also have almost every type of bird. But those were some of the more like outstanding ones.
Well, I was planning on buying a canary, but then I saw a monkey with wings, and I'm like looking at him, like staring at him for a good few seconds till like the store clerk comes over.
The
monkey.
monkey's just like sitting there, kind of like.
I'm gonna buy a monkey.
I'm trying to use like mind link on him.
Do they have to speak a language for that?
I don't think they have to.
Can you
Let me
read that
look it up.
ability to me?
You can speak to any creature you can see within. You don't need to share a language with the creature.
Say
for it
anything
to
about the
understand
creature's
you
intelligence.
telepathically. Must be able to understand at least one language.
Alright, so You
Or
try.
be telepathic. So.
You try mind linking with it, and it doesn't seem to have a language, so you're not able to talk to it in that way. But the monkey just kind of looks sitting there. So.
Monkey.
Monkey.
That's his name.
Locket, I'd like for you to make a strength check.
Oh God, why?
Are you fighting the bird already?
Yeah, she's still working with the bird, trying to hold on. The bird's like trying to hold on to the wood, while the glove is being pushed towards it.
Big yikes.
And at one point, it just like starts flying and just takes off, and the rope just
No!
flies out of your hand, and the hawk's just going.
No!
Oh no.
I'm trying to go after it. I
It's like flying up in the air. It's like
I know. I look for a building.
Nearby.
Do I see this happening?
You're in the middle of the plaza. There's only like stands. The nearest building is like hundreds of feet in different directions.
Locker, just tell me.
Do I-
You want me to shoot it?
No!
Do I
want
see
my
this
bird
happening?
back.
Yes, you would. As you're
I
busy with
cast
the monkey.
command on it. Oh, too bad. If I would have seen it.
Well, command has a. I'm not sure what the range is on command.
It's not
60
that
feet.
far.
Okay. What do you command it to do? Because it can only
Return!
be a return. Okay.
I command you to return.
Alright. There's a
Fucking
wisdom
hawk.
saving throw.
Yeah.
If you're gonna roll high, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Alright. 21.
Yeah, easy.
Why?
The hawk just
Easy.
kind of goes.
Big
Can
wolf.
I cast it again?
At this point, it would have been out. It would have been out of your range.
Ah,
This is pissed off.
sorry, Lockett, I tried. I'll
You
try,
shoot
Lockett.
the
I'm
hawk.
sorry.
I'm just going to look further for another animal.
What about this monkey? And I like.
It's gonna fly off as well.
Yeah, the monkey's
Maybe.
just sitting there. It has like patchy fur. You see some bits of skin showing through. It's a bit malnourished. Some of the feathers have fallen out. It's just sitting there.
Feathers.
I want to grab some of my rations, like
Mhm.
some hard bread. You know those some cookies. Like if I have those.
I
some
grab a
tack
bit of
bread.
ration.
Yeah, I like try to like put it through the cage.
Right, you put it through the cage, and the monkey just kind of sitting there. It's like, and his arms are like very stubby and short, and he can't reach it. And he's just like, and after like 5 seconds, he gives up.
Can I? Is the cage like too small for me to put my hand through?
It's like a bird's
I
cage.
go over. Sir,
One of them goes,
I
yes,
have some interest in
yes.
this monkey.
You're
I
interested
have
in
some
the monkey?
interest in this monkey.
It's a very rare creature. Comes from far away up in the jungles.
Jungle?
like-
What's a jungle?
It's a very extravagant forest, sir. But if you're interested in the monkey, we can certainly procure that for you. Monkey is a little bit on the expensive side. They're hard to get. This particular specimen is 20 gold pieces.
No, he looks kind of sad.
Well, it has been in a
No,
cage for a long
sure.
time and nobody wanted to take it with him. But he's looking for a good home still.
20 gold. Oh, listen, well, he looks a bit rough. I can give you 15.
Make a persuasion check.
Haha, that's been a long time since I can do one of those. Yeah.
Do they have like
That's
Also one.
another hawk or owl?
persuasion plus
One
6.
second.
Because I really want a bird.
I have advantage on those actually.
Yeah, you do.
Plus 6. It's a 18.
He goes, well, it is a very rare creature, but if you'll take it off our hands, 15 gold pieces it is. He
Are you
reaches out
sure
his
got
hand.
yourself a deal? And I press 15 golden coins into his hand.
The man, after slipping the coins and it disappearing somewhere within his robes, he opens up the cage, grabs the monkey from behind, sets it on the table, and to a string of rope that's wrapped around one of its legs. The monkey's like,
So how do I take care of this monkey? You got any advice? What kind of food does it need?
Banana.
we are not sure. We've been trying to keep it alive for a long time, but he is very picky eater. And it doesn't really seem to be interested in really anything.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Alright.
And he walks away.
I try to like pet the monkey.
The monkey's sitting there like, and like you hit it in the head and the head rears a few times.
I also try to go to like one of the bald spots or the patches that's on it. I like lightly use my lay on hands to try to restore it a bit.
Use your lay on hands, and it doesn't seem to be wounded in any type of way. It's just not very well kept.
Oh, you can't remove bald spots with lay on hands?
Nope,
Damn.
that's not how that works. If you're bald, you should stay bald.
Shit.
That's too bad.
It can cure diseases,
But the monkey's
but it
just sitting
can't
there,
bring
just like,
back your hair.
Sad.
Alright. That's sad. And I'm like, alright. I'm gonna name you... What am I gonna name you?
Monkey.
Ned, do you know any good names for a monkey?
Monkey.
You see Ned over in the other hand, just still like stuffing a few of the lost rabbits, like pushing it in the bag holding.
Wait, what are you?
Frank. I'm gonna call you Frank.
Who?
This monkey I just bought.
Why'd you buy a monkey?
Well, he looked kinda sad.
Are you gonna buy everything here that looks kind of sad?
No, I'm not gonna buy you.
Burn. Did I hear that?
that burn went through time and space. You heard that, yeah.
Ned stuffs his rabbits in and walks out. In the feet.
I'm sorry.
Lockett, a few more of the other birds that are standing there. There's a cage with all different colors of canaries and other type of parrots. There also seems to be an owl that's currently asleep. And there's a raven set up actually not too far away from where the hawk was, and the raven is just sitting there like.
I approach the raven.
And you approach the raven. The moment you
Nevermore.
get to the raven, kind of like, and approaching it, make a nature check.
Oh god.
In the meantime, the monkey's still sitting there. It hasn't moved since it's been put down there. It's just like,
DK.
Nature, that's a 21.
21. This raven's pretty fucking big for a raven. It's not necessarily huge in any means. Like it's not dog sized. But where a raven is normally about this size,
Mm-hmm.
this raven seems to be about 1.5 times that size.
Nice.
He's thick.
He's not thick. He's just very big.
I will, like, softly blow at him.
You blow at him, some of the feathers like right on the side of the face, and then they furl a little bit. The moment you do that, he sets up all of his feathers a bit and just before they all slowly come down again.
And
He just sits there for a moment, and just shaking his head. Fine. You do it back in the birds, and it just continues to
I
do
think
that
you
for a
should
while.
like it.
And I give him, like, a ration. In my gloved hand.
Alright, make a dexterity check.
20 plus 5.
20. Okay. You
Monkey.
do that, and you just pull away fast enough for this. Like, it's quite a large beak that it has, as it just snatches the food up and just.
I wave at the one of the men who work there.
Right. So one similar gentleman that the same one that sold you the hawk comes over and simply goes,
Well, it
Can I
flew
help you?
away.
What happened
Well,
to the
I-
hawk?
I told you we did not
Yes.
train it yet.
Yes, you did. Is this one trained?
Yes, it is.
How much will it be?
Well, we've been trying to keep it very well fed. It's according to the size. Look at how big it is, of course. This one is a little bit more of a rare specimen, and we've actually found here in this country, but they're very hard to catch. This one specifically will cost you right around 30 gold pieces, because we expect it to grow a little bit further than it is right now. And of course, the training added into that, and the food that we've put into it to grow it this far.
I just silently give him 30 gold pieces, and I ask,
He scoops the 30 gold, and he simply goes, "Be careful with this one."
yes, but I have a question. Do you have probably any food for him right now?
Well, I can give you a little bit of extra food for an additional 5 silver pieces.
Okay. And I give him 50 copper.
Right, 50 copper, and he hands you a small bag filled with like larger dried fruits and seeds.
And I
Don't lose this one. And if you do, come back anytime.
God damn it.
Okay.
And I just start feeding him a little bit.
Make an animal handling check.
That's 17.
17, okay. You start feeding it, and it keeps like popping up its head up and down.
I keep doing it back. And
And eventually,
Yeah.
this one steps on the glove and like crawls up to your shoulder, and you're kind of like walking like this because it's heavy. This one's an easy like 3-4 kilos.
Okay.
And at one point, like snatches your ear, and you're like, ah, fuck.
I saw that one coming. Okay, and I will just feed him a little bit.
Right. Anytime, like you have a few times where it actually like fucks up your hand a little bit, and after a few times, there's a bit of blood and hurt coming from your hand.
Ow.
But you have a raven.
Okay. Does this one have a rope too, or not?
This one has a rope to it. That's been
I
given
will,
to you.
I will tightly make it. I mean, I will. God damn it.
Tie.
Yeah, I will tie it to myself.
Sure.
Like, tightly.
So Lockwood walks out as well. You see there Ned waiting. It's like one hand on the bag that's like slightly shaking a bit.
Oh god.
Tyrus, you're the only one still standing inside, across from the monkey, just patting it on the head. And just like... You're muted, by the way.
Are you gonna use that monkey?
You're muted.
Yeah, he's muted. He doesn't know.
Still?
He's still muted.
Yeah.
No, Tyrus.
No.
Tyrus is
No,
muted.
Tyrus is muted, yeah.
What?
Oh,
get it.
oh, right. You know what, monkey? And I scratch it underneath the chin. I'm gonna call you Frank.
Are you gonna use that monkey?
Yeah, I am. I think I am. Or at least gonna keep it as a pet. Why?
Well, if it dies, I hope it doesn't die. I mean, obviously, but
You know what?
nothing. I don't. Wait.
Alright, I mean, it's a flying monkey.
Well, you do not know if it flies.
Well, they got wings.
Yeah, but that does not mean it will fly.
Can
I
you
mean-
fly?
Chicken have
I just
wings,
look at the monkey.
but don't really
You
fly.
look at the monkey, monkey's not looking at you, he's just staring dead ahead.
Try and give it some food.
Trying to like get its attention.
You do your effort, and at one point just like,
Can you fly?
there doesn't seem to be a response to that question.
Ah,
Can you grab it?
grab it?
Right.
Like, hold it.
What do you mean? I mean,
Pick it up.
he's on. I'm holding it like as a baby,
Oh.
I guess. Monkey.
The monkey's just like,
I feel like this was a bad purchase, if anything. Good luck with that.
Thanks, and I'll put it on my shoulder.
it kind of sits there.
Alright.
I don't like that monkey.
I do. First of all, his name's Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, I think he's pretty cool.
I don't like Frank.
Can Frank walk, or are you just gonna carry it like a baby all the time?
Oh, for now.
Okay.
Are both of you just gonna carry these things all the time?
Well, he is on my
Well, I mean,
shoulder.
what
Locke is
happened
kind of
to
walking
your-
like this.
He's kind of sweet, and I kind of tickle it.
It screwed up your arm, like your hand already. Like, sure.
What happened to
Okay.
your pets, Ned?
What do you mean,
This is-
pet?
Didn't you have an egg or something?
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine. I take out the egg.
Take out the egg, and it's still an egg.
Is he even still alive?
Look, it's an egg.
Many have been wondering that question.
Yes.
Mm.
But
I wanna. Can I just take a look at it?
you know, Ned,
No.
an egg can die too.
Where did you hear that from?
Well,
An egg doesn't even live.
well, it kind of does. It is the same like before the baby is born.
It doesn't move. It doesn't breathe. I'm pretty sure an egg is just an egg.
The eggs.
Well,
Hmm.
that's your loss then. But I'm going back to the hotel, and I'm gonna spend some time with my raven now.
Well, I'm gonna spend time with my wolf. Dire wolf. Very big. Menacing.
And I'm gonna spend time with my monkey.
That just sounds wrong.
I'm not gonna spank it.
Spend some quality time with my monkey.
Yes.
Some quality one-on-one time.
Gonna teach it some tricks.
Like riding on the bicycle.
Uh,
How long? How late is it at this point? What time is it?
It's a bit over midday. It's about like early afternoon.
Okay, if it get, I'm not sure how long the woodworking shop still is
It
open.
would still stay open for a few hours.
Hmm. Yeah, okay. I'll after, yeah, I'll continue just working there then.
So, anything
it
else you
going,
guys
by the
want to do as you walk back out on the marketplace?
I want to spend some quality time with my raven.
Want to try and teach it tricks and stuff to listen.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
make an animal handling check.
Oh boy. 17.
17. All right. You're in your room with the bird, and like it flies back to you every now and then. You're able to get it to fly to you, but that's about the extent that you can do with it.
Okay.
Normally, it just flies around and stays in the room a bit. Every so often, it comes over to you, especially if you have some food with it. Seems to be through that interaction with it. It's quite an intelligent creature for a bird. That's about it.
I will call you Pip.
Anything else anybody wants to do for the day before you all?
yeah.
All right, what do you want to do?
I want to spend some quality time with my monkey.
All right, what do you want to do with your monkey?
Just like try to understand it.
So as Lockett
Try-
is in the room trying to get the bird to her the entire time. And there's some progress there. You are sitting across from the monkey for like a good 10 minutes when you come back at first, and the monkey's just sitting there like.
Monkey sounds. .mp4.
Like for the solid 10 minutes that you put it there, you like try to understand it. It doesn't do shit. It just looks at
I
you.
actually want to do like when the buffet opens. I want to like grab a few like foods, and I want to like try to see if there's like anything he likes
Right.
specifically.
You put a bit of food out in front of him and just like. He ignores them for the most of the time. And then at one point again, like. And start eating like a piece of fruit and just like.
All right, Frank likes food, apples, fruit.
So as they're all spending quality time, is there anything particularly you want to do with your monkey?
I'm not. I want to try and teach him something
What do you want to teach him?
The monkey.
that's possible, like
What do you want to try and teach him?
fetch.
Alright, make an animal handling check.
It's not a freaking dog.
To try and teach him fetch.
Well, it's got thumbs. It can grab two things.
Or
You can
It's
throw
a
it
monkey.
back.
D20
Just
plus 1. That's a 9.
9. You like a few times you throw shit. It just doesn't move. It just sits there. And about
Like with the promise of
an hour
fruit.
an hour passes, it like grabs another piece of like bread and starts eating it. But it doesn't adhere to any of your
Alright.
advances of of
I'm
trying
just
to
sitting
teach
there
you the
across
trick.
of it, like looking at it, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, what makes you tick, Frank? Give me something, please.
And with that, Ned, what are you doing?
and I wants to prepare the bunnies as a ration for Billy.
The moment you get back to your hotel, they're all very, very dead.
Oh, he's not going to the hotel. He's gonna go to the.
Oh well, to the stable. They're also
Oh,
dead when you
actually-
arrive there. They're dead
Well,
wherever
yeah.
you get.
That doesn't. This. I mean, what? I want to prepare them as a ration.
Alright, I would
Right?
say
They don't have to be alive.
with the 5 fattest rabbits that you have, you'd be able to get a total of 15 bunny rations.
That's awesome. All I needed.
So, eventually, Rick, you and Tix in the shop. She gets up. Well, it's time to close shop. But
yes.
I mean, you got we got through the basics at least a little bit. I mean, if you're interested in coming back more often, I can probably teach you some more intricate tricks. And that will really get you, not just some idiot with carving tools, but you actually be able to use it for something.
Great. I'll have to see what the party is doing, but I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah,
Cool.
I mean, it was
Thank
nice
you
to have
very
someone
much.
around again. It's been a while.
No, it's been a pleasure. Have a pleasant evening.
Are you coming back tomorrow, or should I just expect you to show up one day? I mean, either way is fine. I'm just going to be here. But if I have a commission, I might not be able to always work for you or with you.
Well, I'll send a message ahead if I come back again, so we can talk.
Like a
about
letter or
beforehand.
something?
Yeah, sort of.
Alright, very well.
You'll hear a word from me. I'll arrange something.
Okay, well,
Either way,
I'll get the
pleasant
message.
evenings, and I'll speak to you again sometime later.
Soon.
Yes.
You got it. And she leads you out, and you kind of have to crawl through the doorway. You try it again.
After that, I want to walk up to the Dawn district.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of shops were there?
In the
Or what
Dawn
kind of,
district?
Well, what kind of buildings were there?
In the Dawn District specifically, you have the bathhouse, which you've been to. You have the brothel, the evening nights, which you do. Those two are some of the smaller buildings. The brothel is actually hidden away in like a corner of the Dawn District itself. You have the Brass Head Inn, and then you have the large keep, the large castle. And then you have a few other like very nice looking houses. This is mostly a residential area, mostly.
Okay, so there isn't, apart from the inn, there isn't really a tavern or something.
No,
Or
there
just,
isn't. Not at all.
Okay. Was there drinking apart from the dining area? Was there more drinking establishments there?
Well, you can
Or-
drink in the Brass Head Inn.
Yeah, but was there? There wasn't really a general, just a tavern kind of area.
Not in the Dawn District. No, the Dawn District is very high end.
Then I would wish to see where the nobility. Well, I want to walk around, check out a few taverns, and want to see where the nobility hangs out.
Alright. There's 3 other inns in town, all of which are open at this point. You have the Jolly Jelly, you have the Hero's Rest, and you have the Cheapgate Inn on the south side of town.
DK Inn.
The Cheapgate Inn.
Oh.
And by walking in all of them and just looking around for a bit, none of them really seem to be nobility-esque taverns. If there's any nobility around, they either have their own home, or their own house, or they're most likely in the expensive-ass Brass Head Inn.
What about the brothel?
Well, there's multiple brothels in town. You have the Velvet Fang, you have the
No, I mean the one in the Dawn District.
the evenings, nights. It is a very high and very classy area for like a lot of velvet usage of red carpets and curtains and such. Very comfy chairs and lounges. There isn't so much a tavern here, although there is a part of for drinking, where you see some higher class merchants that are in the process of drinking, and you see some of the some ladies of the hour walk about and engage with customers. Every now and then you see one take one off to a room.
Yeah, okay. But there's not really any socializing going on here.
It seems to be only between particular people that already know each other. You see
Yeah.
a few merchants in a similar dress to the ones that were, the Arabic style where they bought all the animals from. So some of those are talking to each other. You see some more local nobles who seem to be speaking to each other, but mostly only people that seem to have some sort of friendship and have a recognizable bond already. Not much in the way of talking to strangers while you're in the whorehouse.
No, but I guess I gotta check. What about the keep? Is it just a keep for the city, or?
The keep itself is in the back of the Dawn District. Has this it's this large stone building, and in front of it, even before you get there, there's a second array of walls, which seems to be like a first line of defense. But the portcullis is currently closed. There's a few guards standing outside. You're not maybe able to get much from it at this point.
Yeah, I don't think it's a place I can just walk in without proper.
Doesn't seem to be.
No. After walking through all these places, I'll go back to the Brass Head Inn and get set for a dinner.
Alright.
And then just check who's. I want to scan the room a bit and see who's there.
Around dinner time, probably everybody except for Ned would be there.
I mean,
If you're looking
other
for
than the party.
strangers, you're looking at the same similar array to in the brothel, though more plenty. Well-off merchants, faraway noblemen, Some lesser nobles, probably. No one that
Do we see-
particularly gets your eye.
Do we see any recognizable icons or?
A recognizable? No. That wouldn't be here. The only icon that does come back is the diamond shape with the orange rock in it, which is of the Amberwyn family, which is one of the families in Donskar. Their estate is behind the Brass Head Inn. You've seen the doors the day before.
Everyone.
Hey everyone. Yeah. When I'm at dinner, everyone will probably
Yeah.
arrive. So I'll.
So you all reconvene at dinner.
You should just see me looking around the room, just looking at people.
So what do you want to do, guys?
Can I try and teach my ravens like a few sounds?
What?
Can I try and teach my raven a few
That would
sounds?
take you some more time to be able to properly get that done.
Can I do that over dinner? Like while I'm eating, give him.
I would say
rhythms?
no. You're gonna have to have some separate time for that. Just feeding your bird and saying it stuff. You're gonna have that's a process to teach it something.
Well, then I first go
I would
to
have
dinner.
left Frank upstairs, probably.
I do not let. I take Pip with me.
I take Billy with me.
Yeah, no, you don't.
And
Yeah, that's usually
while
that,
I'm
man.
eating, I give him little pieces of meat.
Alright. The fact that you brought a bird to dinner, you get a lot of eyes from staff as well as some of the people sitting there. You at one point do notice that some of the staff are like looking at you, seem to be talking about you.
Okay.
But no direct contact.
I'm not really sitting with her, am I? Or am I?
I mean, it's really up to you what you guys want to do. It's like
Yes.
Well,
You
I'm
guys
probably-
completed-
I'm
you guys
probably
completed
there
your
already,
quest?
So.
what do you want to do next?
Well, I go and
Jeez.
sit next to Fritter
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
with my bird.
What? You brought a bird?
Well, yes.
What? Where did you get that bird?
I bought it. First it was a raven, but that one flew off, and
Hawk.
then I found this one,
This is
a hawk, and this is a raven.
Right. You know that's not really common in these places. You
Well,
probably
he
get-
is very sweet.
Well, sure, but he's quite large.
He is.
You'll probably catch everyone's eye. That's for sure. How did the meeting go?
Pretty good. I mean, Murph is allowed to get his shop here, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's great.
So that was it.
That finally
What-
got
What are you
resolved.
looking for?
Hmm?
What are you?
Oh, no, just checking who I can see here. I'm wondering where the nobility hangs out in this town.
Well,
They don't really have a tavern or place where they gather. I
I
checked the
mean,
brothel,
this
but
this place is from a pretty rich family,
yeah, that's for sure.
so you could ask like if you could speak with the owner or something. I don't know.
I mean, I can just walk up to the owner and try to speak with them.
I
I
mean,
have to
if
have
you
a
know
valid
who the
reason.
owner is,
No, not really.
so you can ask to speak with the owner, and then you can speak with the owner.
What would I say to the owner that would be worth his time?
I have no idea, but why do you want to speak with
Well,
nobility?
I gotta start to know people, right?
Maybe you could try to like persuade him about some new act you've got. I mean, you're good with music, right?
Yeah, I could try that. I was hoping to find a place where they gather and then try there. I mean,
I
this
mean-
is pretty busy, but there's not really any live music.
But
I
there
think.
are rich
Is there
people
DM?
here, So
There
you
is
can-
in here. There is some music that's been playing in the background. It's called me playing.
We'll go and sing with it or something.
That won't work well in a restaurant. Or at least not well enough. You'd want them drunk off their asses. They'll probably drink a bit here and then go.
Tyrus and I
another place.
can arrange that for you. Oh,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
yeah, we could get him drunk, but I mean, I don't know if that would work in a fancy place like this.
Yeah, we could
No.
get drunk, but I don't know
It
if
would-
they would.
It would make you well, it would make you be a part of talk around town, but not in a good light, I think.
I mean,
It would liven up the place.
we will be leaving soon, so does it really matter?
Be leaving soon? Didn't we have more business to attend to?
Like
You
what?
all wanted to go to Dawnskar for more reason than delivering a package, right?
Not for me. I've done my business here.
Yeah. For me, it was like a stop as well.
Great. Well then I don't really need to try here.
If
Can
you
just-
want, we could.
Yeah.
If you want, we could head to like a different tavern in like one of the other parts of town. We could cause a bit of a, we can get the people drunk. You start playing, that way you could get a bit of notoriety, and from that way build up your reputation a bit, and then
Or we can just go where you have to go.
I mean, if you want to leave, I first want to get the clothes, of course. And weren't there other things that we waited for? Those
Not
boots?
me.
yeah, I've got a few things, but like shoes. But that's probably not ready till tomorrow anyway.
Yo, those clothes will be ready tomorrow.
Right.
I won't
We'll
be
stay
leaving-
till tomorrow, and then I guess we'll continue on the road.
The clothes take actually a few more days than just tomorrow. It takes another 3 days for all of them to be finished, because each of you commissioned a custom piece that would take a day each.
So it
Well-
would still be 2 days.
would
No,
be
from
a
this
while.
point it would be another 3 days before you could even leave.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so that's. I do want those clothes, and it's probably a good idea if you have them as well. If we
Yeah,
would
I
be-
understand that.
If we would be rummaging around in the court. If you would like to join, of course.
I have something I really want to be made, but I do not know if it is possible to just go in a shop like, hey, can you do this? Because it's for my saddle, and I have no idea if they can adjust my saddle.
I mean, isn't there a right? Well, there must be leatherwork or something, right?
There's a stable, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't know if a stable can do this. So
I mean,
Maybe
You
they
can
know
just-
the right people.
maybe a leather worker would be good.
I mean, what do you want to change about your saddle?
Well, I would like to have like places where I can put my daggers safely, because I do not have my coat anymore.
Can't you just get another coat?
I can do that, but on my saddle it would also be good if we are on the way and we are getting attacked.
Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, you could probably go to a leatherworker.
And I can
Or saddles
always
on.
buy another jacket.
No, or just buy some really small scabbards. You could also do that.
Hmm.
You would be carrying it around you, so that wouldn't be very comfortable. But
You know, I will
Look.
figure it out tomorrow.
we'll be fine.
Divine radiance is coming from my hands.
Wow.
You know, you're
Christ,
getting a lot
yeah.
of stares from that bird. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. I
They're
just give
talking
it some
about
more,
you.
more food.
At one point, the bird just doesn't want anymore. It's like, fuck off.
Okay, when I see that, I don't give it any more food.
I mean, we could try getting the common folk excited about music. It would work, but I think that would take a while before word gets around, especially from common folk to nobles. I was hoping I could maybe someone might recognize me and then work for my way from there. So maybe Ravendale will give me more opportunity.
Probably.
Don't believe I've seen anybody here. That's a shame.
Yeah.
But still. So it went
Well,
well
I'm
with,
sure something.
it went well with the wizard. That's good. And do you know when Murph is going to open up shop? I'm wondering what
Well,
he's like.
About
I was
Murph,
planning on calling him.
like
No.
the like the staff you have, it is from Murph, and he probably wants it back.
Oh, well, sure. I've got a melee weapon, so Thyros, you can keep it if you want. I've got it up in my room.
Alright. I'll go call him after dinner, see what he's up to.
After a moment, Friedrich, you notice as you've been looking around throughout this entire conversation, you see in the distance the half-elfen woman that was been working here behind the counter and has been, clocking you in and giving you the keys and such. She seems to be discussing currently with what seems to be a man in his mid-40s somewhere, and they are actively looking over to lock it, and then looking back and discussing something. You're not exactly sure what they're talking about at this point, but you notice it.
What does the man in his mid-40s look like?
The man, he is dressed in very baggy orange clothes. Seems to be human. He's currently wearing this heavy golden chain necklace hanging from that's currently covering right under his sternum the similar diamond logo that you've seen in the family's that you've seen around this place and the family's door. Behind it, his hair is balding on top, and he kind of combs it over one side to like try and attempt to cover it up. He seems to be he looks very well dressed, but so do most people in here, except for most of your troop.
Don't look over, Locket. Does a man in his mid-40s with a comb over, in baggy orange clothes with golden chains.
I look
does
over.
it sound no? Stop.
You look over and you see him, and they're like looking at you, and they're talking for a bit. The man seems to be a little frustrated.
Does he look familiar?
No, never seen it before.
Nope.
He's got a symbol which is plastered around the place. They're obviously talking about you.
Well, then I
That's
go ask
concerning.
why they are talking about me, and I stand up and I walk towards them.
Alright, you see the man like kind of nod to the lady and like walk into a back room, slightly angry. She's there and she kind of prepares himself, sees you coming.
I walk with her, but a bit behind her.
Excuse me, I saw you talking and looking at me. Can I ask why?
Well, we do have a strict policy on animals. Hence the reason that there's no stables, no other horses allowed within this district. Although, because of the recent events happening to you and your compatriot, I was speaking about possibly not interfering with your business any further.
I
So-
can pay you more.
There's no need for that just now. The removal of the bird is nigh only that Sir Isaac will accept.
I will keep him on my shoulder so he would not fly around.
Well, Sir Isaac does not appreciate the violation of his policies, and I have a strict rule about not trying to piss off my boss. So, Captain Fuffles, with all due respect, if you could attempt to stall the Raven somewhere else, that would be much appreciated.
You won't see him anymore.
That's great. I'm pretty sure they will have places for it at the stables or otherwise any other patron in the city that might be more willing to accept your offer of gold for the stay of your bird.
Mm-hmm. Here is, by the way, the key from my old room. And I give her the old key.
Thank you.
And
She pockets it.
I wave at Tyrus and say goodbye to Frederick and go upstairs.
Alright.
I go after and lock it.
As you're like walking away, she kind of turns to you, Friedrich, and simply goes, "She's a compatriot of yours, right?
Yes, we traveled together.
Could you
That seems to
possibly
be the
convince
matter.
her to put the bird away? Otherwise, there will be a need for forceful action, which we always try to avoid here."
Of course. I'll try to convince her to. Well, we were. I don't think we were staying here for that many days longer, but I will try to convince her to stall the bird somewhere else. Not sure where she even got that from.
Me neither.
Please tell your boss. Give your boss my regards and tell him I'm sorry for the well, egregious I can't find a word.
It's alright, sir. We just wish for the
dismission of his rules.
we just wish for the bird to be removed from the premises as quickly as possible.
Of course. Was that all, or?
That is all. You approached me. It's the fact that Captain Fluffles walked away without immediately addressing the problem at hand that I thought, well, requesting your aid would be the most
Yes.
proper
it's
course
no
of action.
I said she wouldn't see the bird anymore.
Well, it is no problem. It. I will try to find a way. At least have a pleasant night.
Have a pleasant evening. So, Locke, you go back to your room. Tharos follows. Tharos, the moment you come back to your room, Frank's been sitting in the same spot that he has been. He hasn't moved. None of the other pieces of food are eaten. He's just sitting there.
You are an enigma, Frank. But I do like you. You just got something about you. And I sit on the bed and I grab my sending stone to
Alright.
call up Merv.
Alright, you just send a message to Merv. You got 25 words.
I ask him how did the meeting go, and when are you setting up shop in Dawn's car? I
You get a
would like-
response back. What meeting are you talking about? I will be setting up shop shortly, as well as the commission for the necklaces will be done in about a month.
All right,
That was quick.
I would
Say
like
that-
to.
Oh, yeah?
I would like to know if I could still get to Newcastle.
Well, if you travel quickly, you might be able to get there in time. But I'm not sure. Why?
Because I've got a piece of equipment that's pending, and I would like to get it. If you could help me go there.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage, which is in your case it's a straight roll.
Oh.
Because this is done over sending stone.
Well.
21.
21. You got a response. I'll see what I can do. Thank you for reigniting us. It's been a long time. I'm going to set up shop as quickly as I can.
Thank you. Good night, Murph.
And that's your sending spells are out, so you don't send anything else to.
Oh. That's too bad. And I pet Frank on the bed. On the head.
Frank's kind of like
Give
sitting
him a
there, he's
little
like slightly
blanket.
falling asleep. You pet him, he's like.
I like put him on the front of the bed, like throw a little blanket over him, and I
Well, he just sits there.
go.
Like he doesn't change his posture at all.
I grab him and
You lay him on the side, like he just lays there again, like looking up.
tuck him in, and I go to bed.
Okay.
Before he, I hope Tyrus goes to bed. I go to his room with again the scrying circlet.
Alright. You did that this morning.
Oh right. Well,
Oh, no, you lost
I'm
it
That's
sorry.
nice.
before. Yeah. So Lockett enters your room once again.
Shall we try again?
Yeah. Right. I almost forgot. There's the chair. If you want, I'll keep watch.
And I go and sit on the chair and scry on demand.
Okay. You scry on Dumont, and a moment passes before your vision is being pulled back, and you are once more rushed into a small, spacious consciousness, seeing yourself walk over the same glass pane in the black void. You see currently Dumont bent over, looking over a map of Dawnscar laid down on a rough wooden table. He seems to be just looking at it. He scribbles some notes down in a small notebook that he has. He continues on. He seems to be in conversation with someone. So he simply says, "Well, when do we send them?" Don't hear a response. That could work. It's quiet for a moment again. I'm not sure if she's leaving anytime soon, but if she is, I have to hurry up. Or should we? Nah, I don't think so. That was not a. Yeah, you're right. We do have to do that, yeah. I don't know how dangerous they are. Do have to go with more cautious. You continue on speaking about a plan, but you don't manage to get any specific details outside of that.
Can I see his note?
Right. You try to look over to his notes, and there is some stuff written down. What language do you know?
Oh god, it's on here. I thought Halfling and Thieves Cant common.
You do not recognize this script.
Just to be sure.
Okay.
And then that's it?
That's it.
Okay, when I go back, I go to Tyrus and I say, they're gonna send something, someone, some people.
What?
He said they had to hurry up because something. They did not know if I went out of town, and if I did, they had to hurry up. So I think I have to go. If I stay here, there's something coming for me.
No, you can't go. Listen, you stay here. I'll keep watch. We can take them if they come. This time we're prepared.
But you don't understand. Even they did not know how dangerous it was.
They were. You said they were.
They were.
We don't know who they were talking about.
Yeah, it could be suggesting us. I'm not in the room and I have not seen it, so I can't comment, but
You did.
I did anyway.
Listen, there are 4 of us plus Frank. No,
Monkey's
we
laying
can
up.
take him.
I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna trust on Frank. Maybe
I don't know.
it's-
I think he's got some hidden potential.
Maybe it's at least better if I'm not staying here. Maybe. I mean,
No, listen. If you're on your own, it's only gonna be more dangerous for you.
yes, but they know where I am. They know with whom
So?
I am. It is also dangerous in this city for me.
But what if they come after us just to get to you? So I can't find you. We need to stick together.
Yeah, but I can't stay here, Cyrus.
Listen, we're safe here. They've got guards stated at the door.
Yes, just as safe
got
as
me.
we
I'll
were
be
the
I'll
first
be
time.
looking. I'll be looking after you. If you want, Ned will probably help you as well. We'll be fine.
No, I don't believe it.
Trust me, Rocket, please. If you go out on your own, that's just a death sentence.
And staying here like a duck is not?
But then you still got a chance.
No, I have a chance when I leave. When they can't find me. I do not know how far their strengths go. But it's just too dangerous right now. I can't stay here like trapped here. They know where I am. They can find me. It is easy
We can
now.
handle them.
No,
Let them come. We can take them. I know we can.
because last time it went so good. When we
Last
fought
time
them.
they ran.
When we fought
They
them.
got scared.
They almost killed
Well,
us. Remember?
And we killed more of them.
But not Dumont.
Yeah, slippery bastard got away.
Yes. And then again. You really underestimate these people.
I don't.
They're gonna.
Listen, let me go. Let me go get Friedrich and Ned, because you shouldn't go out on your own. If we're going, we're all going.
Well, I can't
Just
stay
stay here. Just listen, and I go get Friedrich and Ned.
Well, Friedrich
Ned's still around.
is in the other room. Ned's
I'm
way
yeah.
over at the stables.
I grabbed the sending stone to call Ned.
Yeah, I
Friedrich
have
currently
something
has.
done.
Friedrich currently has
Friedrich,
that.
listen. Oh,
Yeah, and I wanted to send something as well before that all happens.
Well, you don't
Oh.
know when that was happening, so
Well, yeah,
you can
I
send it
was
before.
going into my own room.
What do you
and
wanna
when
send to?
She's crying. I want to send to a message to the tiefling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Something like, hey, I've just landed in Shao. It's a cool place. How are you? How's Adura? It's going to get tough in here. Not sure who I should really contact. But yeah. Just a heads up, I guess.
You get a response back. Well, things are getting worse here. The Goblin army has almost made their way to Newcastle. Talks of me returning to the Waker is happening, but I'm not sure. Lots of Bright Riders came into town today, so I have to keep hiding. That's all you hear.
I send her a message again, and then okay. Stay safe. Stay safe. I mean,
Stave?
Stave. Yeah, I misspoke. They were thinking about getting you back to the Waker States. Why would they want to do that? Isn't that... How dangerous would it be?
So that's the second spell slot.
Yeah. No, I still have all my spell slots.
Moment passes and you get a response again. Well, staying here is very dangerous, especially with more soldiers coming in. I don't really want to wait for myself to be caught and killed. I might be leaving on my own accord. Stay safe as well, my friend. And that's it.
Then I just stare into the fire and then try to think of something.
Frederick!
You barge in?
Yeah.
God.
You alright, buddy?
You startled me.
I'm sorry to disturb, but listen, Lockett is kind of like... She's not feeling too well.
What?
She feels like she should leave the group for a while. Just listen, just get to the room. I'll go get Ned. Try to like comfort her or something.
What were you guys doing in there then? Sure. I'll. Yeah, I need to think anyway. I'll be right ahead.
All right, and I try to see if I can find Ned.
Well, knowing where the
Anyway.
stables are, for the sake of brevity,
Yeah.
if Ned wants, he can come as well, and you all can reconvene in the one room. You know, or Tyrus's room, where everybody's currently at.
And Frank.
And Frank.
And Frank.
Yeah, I want if we're in the room, I'll be there and I'll try to comfort her as much as I can.
I don't know if Locke
don't
is
really
show
know the
up, but
fog.
go for it.
Yeah. So I walk in. Tyler's gone. So, yo, you were thinking about leaving the group. What was that about that Tyrus just barged my room in for?
It is. I can with this, and I let him see the scrying circle. With this, I can scry on someone for one time a day. But
Really?
and I tried to scry on demand the guy who did this from
Oh, the lead. Yeah.
the fog, and
Yes. Yeah.
he He's gonna send someone after me. Or people, multiple. He said they. And it has to be sooner than later. Because he's afraid I will leave town soon.
Yeah, that's not great.
No.
But
I can't stay here.
I mean, can't we just continue on the path then? Well, I mean, it's sad for the clothes, but we could just go away just as a group, right?
I mean, it is up to you, but I have to leave tomorrow at last. I
mean,
I really have to go.
I don't.
I'm like a sitting duck here. In this city, he knows where I am.
I mean, won't he still know where you are, even if you run? I mean, I can see why you want to
Then
go
he has to find
away
me
from the
once
city.
again.
Yeah, true. But he's proven he's capable of doing that.
Yes, only with
Even
the
if
help
you-
of Murph.
Still. Where would you want? Where do you want to go? Well, what?
A different city, just not here anymore.
I mean, I get it. Yeah, that's fine.
I
mean,
have to.
I mean, we can go tonight. I don't mind. I don't. It's if we go tonight, then he'll probably not expect it, and he'll be thrown off. If he's sending someone, they'll be thrown off a bit.
Yeah.
We shouldn't tell anyone we're leaving though. Those should.
Only us four should know.
Well, yeah, preferably. I mean, we still
And
need
Frank.
to. Did you just send that to me through the sending stone?
No.
Sorry, I was spying.
What?
I'll be there in a minute.
Like, let's just talk it over. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone can just leave the city as soon as possible. I mean, I don't really need the clothes. It's a shame. They were going to look pretty good. I wanted to see Ned in it, but I'll live with it.
I mean, we can always ask Murph to hold the clothes for us, and we can return later. But
Well, that really went well for. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like. You said he didn't. Well, I wasn't there. Never mind. Either way, I think it's better if we leave the city, but you do have to keep in mind that he'll probably still find you.
oh yes, but right now
And
I
running
just have to go.
constantly. Yeah, I get it, but running constantly doesn't solve the problem.
I know, but I really want to take down the fog, but I would not. I'm not able to defeat them now.
I mean, but when do you feel confident enough
I mean,
that you can beat them?
when I'm strong enough. They
And when will
beat
that
me
be?
up.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, listen, it's just you need to realize that. Well, yeah. No, I wanted to say you need to realize when you need to stop running, but yeah, I don't think I figured it out either. So.
Great.
Let's just wait for the rest.
Right, so later, both Ned and Tyrus come back into the room as well.
I'm just staring into the fire.
I probably
I'm
would have
pacing.
told Ned what's up
Oh, yeah,
on the
that's-
way.
Yeah.
Are you being a coward again?
Kind of.
We beat them before.
Not really.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
we did.
admit we've taken some losses here and there, but
They took more.
But they have the
But-
advantage now.
I don't think that's true necessarily.
We do not know
We know
when
where
they are
they're
gonna
coming.
strike. We do not know where they are.
But
Sorry.
we
know they're
we
coming.
know they were going to strike,
Yes, but I do not know when.
but it doesn't matter.
And
I mean, in the coming days,
Listen.
right?
We know they're coming. They don't know that we know. So we could set up an ambush.
how?
Well, we'll make them think that you're alone when you're not. We can get them off guard. Maybe we could prepare some other things. We could give Frank a knife. You know, send him after them. I'm just spitballing ideas here. I'm just saying we could plan ahead. You know, if we run, we have to start all over again. Right now, we got a little advantage that we could use.
What?
We know that they're coming.
I mean, isn't it always the case? Even if you move, you
But we
that
do
they're
not know
coming?
with how many they are. We do not know how strong they are.
Well,
Well,
last time they were with what, 3 people? How could they have gotten more?
Yeah. And how
in
much
like
of us almost
3
died?
days?
I never
Yeah,
almost
well,
died.
that was because it was just the 2 of us, and we were both, well, knocked out by one of their poisons. That's not gonna happen this time, because this time we're gonna be more careful.
What we should do is lay low. For a bit. See where they're coming from. At least.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think running is that bad of an idea. We could
Nah, I don't like it.
Yeah, you're not the one who's getting chased.
Well, we could
Well-
set a trap for them.
I mean
I'm
technically
sorry.
we all are, right?
I don't think it matters. Frank?
Yeah, Frank, what do you think?
Monkey's just still laying there on his back, just staring at the ceiling.
That's great.
Good point, Frank.
You know,
Ellie?
fine. I will
He
die.
stretches
And
belly like there's no response.
I walk out of the room angry and just go to my room, lock it.
Okay, we're not finished.
Want me to send sending
Lock
them
it,
a
go
message?
You don't have any more spell slots, buddy.
Did I use 3? No, I used 2, right?
No, you used to. You got one left.
I got
You use
one
your
left.
4th level spell slot as well.
I don't think you can cast it at a higher level.
Sure you can.
You can, it just won't have any additional effect.
Oh, well.
Can't
Yeah.
send more words.
You can also dimension door into the room. I mean,
Yeah, I could.
there's a bunch of things you can do.
That's a good point. Well, I mean, I can get into the room, no problem.
Well, she has all the gold in the world to keep herself safe.
I don't think that will work very well.
No, I don't think it works either, but that's a quote she told me.
That's right, but
I'm not gonna talk to her, I'm only gonna make it worse, really.
I don't feel like I can talk to her.
well, she does trust you.
Tharis, think you should talk.
I mean, I don't think running is that bad of an idea. I mean, they'll probably go after us again, so...
We can always run, but right now we might be able to catch them off guard.
Yeah, but where?
Right here.
In this room. What?
One of these rooms, this tavern, they're gonna come here. Probably.
I don't want to make this tavern into a war zone. That, they'll
Why?
probably don't- They'll probably work out very poorly.
Fine, I'll talk to her. I'll try to convince her to stay. Otherwise, be ready to pack your things.
I already said I could leave tonight. I don't really mind.
I don't mind
Yeah,
leaving this
What
shit.
about you?
What?
I don't mind leaving this shit all.
Alright,
Ravendale's gonna
then
be
I'll go
worse,
talk
but-
to her.
What do you mean it's gonna be
No.
worse?
Yeah, that's where the king sits. It's probably going to
And
be
I
more
grab
nobles.
Frank. And I go to Lockett's room and I knock on the door.
Thank you.
Lockett. Hi, Lockett.
I said I would do it.
You wanna build a snowman?
Frank's worried about you.
I don't care.
Just open the door, Lockett, please.
I said I would do it. Okay? Now go.
Need some help over there?
She's being
Lockett, just-
very cooperative.
I grab a chair. And I sit in front of a door. To like keep watch.
Huh?
For tonight. With Frank.
Sure.
Frank's also keeping watch.
No, he isn't. He falls asleep about an hour later.
Did she lock her door?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very unsafe in so many ways.
I'm just gonna keep
Doesn't-
watch. Try to
She
make
can
sure.
open the windows, you know that, and she can leave through there.
Well,
Yeah, well, I
I
probably
don't
would
think
hear it.
jumping out the window while we're being assassinated is the thing that's going to save you right now.
I mean, we could just go inside the room. That's not a problem.
There is a
But
door.
it's locked.
It's not. Yeah, it's locked, but I can just go
Yeah,
inside.
try
the-
to open it.
It's locked.
I mean, fits the name, right? It's a little joke.
Okay,
Kinda does.
Virus, you stay out.
Yeah.
I just go with my raven and learn him some
And I'll-
tricks.
And
Well,
I'll
you
go
don't manage
inside.
to learn him any more tricks today.
Oh.
Good night, Friedrich.
I'll dimension door into Lockett's room.
Eh? As you're working there with the raven, Frederick appears in your room.
Hey.
Good evening. I'll be accompanying you tonight, so you stay safe.
Hey.
You know the door was locked for a reason.
Privacy, pervert. Dots.
Yeah. But
Fred.
is the reason not protecting yourself from evil assassin dude? I'll not bother you. I need to think anyway, so I'll be just in the room. I'll stare out the window.
Brooding.
So I'll just go to
Good luck, and I
grab a
just
chair and then
go
then
to
I'll
bed.
just watch out the window and just think.
Sure. Who's staying awake
In
during the
her
night?
room.
And Ned, are you going back to the stables to sleep?
So, Tharis,
Yeah.
do you have that stone?
No.
Which one?
The one you and I were linked with.
Oh yeah, I still got that one. What's up?
Yeah, but you got. Does Frederick still have mine?
Yeah. I believe he does.
Who's there?
Fred.
Oh. Is there a key to open the room?
Nope.
I have it.
Lockett has it.
What's up?
Do you have the sending stone?
Oh, yeah, I still do.
Can you give it to me?
Pray tell how. There's a door in the way. I can't do that twice a day.
You just
Why
open.
did you get in?
Well, fair point. I don't know. I just did it. Could have taken any one of you.
By speaking to the wrong
Yeah.
room.
What?
And it walks to Lockett's room. Are you in there?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that myself. Well done.
How?
mean,
Well,
They could go through the windows here, you know that, right?
oh no, I never said that, you know, she should probably open her door because it's more safe. But also because I need that stone.
I mean, can Tyrus give you his stone, and doesn't that work the same?
Yeah, I guess.
For now, afterwards I'll give you my stone, and you can give Tyrus his stone again.
I just need to take a stroll real quick. Tyrus, can I get...
Or you could just,
Or
right,
wait,
fine. I'll just take Fruity Stone tomorrow.
can I try to fit the stone through the door?
Nope. So wooden door. Stone's about a fist size.
Oh, it's a pretty big stone.
Well, it's a
Didn't know.
decent sized stone. The point you hold in the hand, I would say it's about the size of this mouse actually. So,
Damn.
but it's also a bit
Okay.
thick, so you can just slide it under the door or
I thought it
through
was
the door. I don't
pebble
know.
sized.
Nah,
Oh,
it's a decent phone size.
I'll just give my stone to any one of you tomorrow.
Good.
Alright, I'm gonna check on Billy real quick, and then I'll probably sleep in front of the door of this place. Well, sleep.
Lockett's room or the stables?
No, the tavern.
In front of the tavern.
Yeah, I will not sleep. I'll probably. Well, you know, it's Ned.
Alright, so
Sleeping or standing.
as you guys are holding your watch, Ned, you're standing outside the building, sitting there. Make I would say Constitution saving throw. Who else is staying awake during the night?
Yeah.
Me.
Alright, both of you Constitution saving throws as well.
Ooh, that's a natural 2.
Natural 2. Ned, you are getting tired, but you managed to not fall asleep during the night, so you can stay awake. You do take a level of exhaustion.
Do we get Tyrus bonus?
No, it's too far away.
Good question.
Friedrich, you
Can
also take a
feature
level of
unless you
exhaustion.
sit against the door.
What?
Friedrich, you also take a level of exhaustion.
I would
I've got 10.
Yeah, so you take a level of
That's
exhaustion.
roll.
Yeah, okay.
I would
I've
say
got 14.
fall asleep.
You don't take a level of exhaustion. You fall asleep?
And I just.
Alright. In that case. Oh wait, Felix, did you get
stay
did you
awake
get a
anyway,
10?
So... I got a 10, yeah.
Oh, then you actually don't take a level of exhaustion.
Oh.
But Ned, you fall asleep, and in the early morning, you get shaken awake from a distance, and as you wake up, there seems to be a guard dressed in full plate armor, with a halberd, kind of just like pushing against you, going, "Sir, we're gonna need you to move."
Yep. Is that early already? Tyrus?
No, you're not allowed to sleep outside in this part of the city. If you want to sleep outside, you can go out of this district.
I was
Rent
just
one of the
holding
rooms.
guard.
That's really not necessary, sir.
I feel like it is. I mean, that's you wouldn't understand.
Of course we don't.
Sure, I'll go inside. Matt walks inside, takes a seat in the bar, and continues there.
Right?
Unless there's anyone, I don't know.
There is people there. Some of them are talking and drinking. It's very empty. And
Is there like a corner seat?
There would be, yeah.
Ned takes a corner seat and starts sleeping.
Right? I would say another hour or so passes before a less rough, but you still get a hand on your shoulder and shakes you awake.
I'm
Sir,
awake.
Are you doing alright?
Perfect.
And she like kind of lifts the visor. And it's the
She
same.
too,
It's
like staring eyes.
it's the same half-elven woman that has been talking before. I'm so
Can I
sorry.
help you?
Well, we were just wondering. You were snoring quite loudly, and if you do wish to sleep in this establishment, I'm pretty sure you already have a room.
Yep. So why can't I sleep?
Well, there's a certain decor that we'd like to keep in here, and someone snoring in the corner isn't necessarily part of that. So we'd appreciate it if you'd relocate yourself to your room.
I mean, I'm sure it wasn't that bad, was it?
It was ever so slightly disturbing, sir. I do not wish to offend you, but there's a certain standard that we keep here. Of course, if you want to stay awake in here, that is totally okay. But if you do wish to sleep...
Well, you are kind of offending me,
I apologize for that dearly, sir.
but sure.
Thank you.
Maybe you shouldn't make your seat so comfortable then.
She nods and walks back.
Ned, go sleep in the hallway.
God damn.
What seems to be as another moment passes, before there is this uncomfortable kick in the chin. And you it hurts as you get this like slap from below, and you're woken up. Looking up at it, there is a there's a set of two heavily armed guards, both brandishing the same diamond-shaped logo with the rock on it. The half of a woman that you've seen before standing in the background, kind of keeping her distance, and in the foreground they're standing a older gentleman, hair combed over his head, seems to be about mid-40s, wearing the orange robes with a necklace and the same insignia, very well-dressed and proper man. Simply goes, "So I request kindly that you would leave our establishment or return to your room."
First of all, that was unnecessary. Second of all, that was not a kind request.
I am no longer asking kindly. You are staying in my inn, and you will either address to our codes or leave as be.
I paid 200 fucking gold for this shit stain of an inn of yours. And I can't even sit in front of my door and relax?
That is correct, sir. Now, please, return to your room or get out of the building.
Alright, sure. What's your name?
My name is Isaac Amberwin.
Alright. My name's Ned. And I do not like you.
Sure. That feeling is mutual. And as long as you pay, please make use of your room, otherwise leave. And he turns around and the two guards stay there. He stalks to the half-elven woman. She starts like talking to him like, I don't know. They walk away. The two guards still posted there. Visors in front of the helmets, in front of the face.
What are you two doing?
There's no response.
Are you guards of this establishment?
No response.
Yep. And I just opens the door. And he just sits in the doorway. But is inside his room.
One of the guards walks up and stands there for a moment. And as you like have this confrontation, puts his foot up and
I think
Yeah?
you should not do that.
he puts it up against your shoulder and pushes you in. And then the door shuts. And you hear faint footsteps of two rattling cans of full-plated armor just moving away.
Alright. Ned will completely destroy the room.
Farewell.
Just completely fucks it up.
Right.
leave the room, and go to the stable.
So, as the night passes for all of you,
Like, we'd probably hear that, wouldn't we?
Yep, probably.
probably,
I mean, you were
Tyrus,
sitting
have
on
actually
the chair.
seen the entire encounter.
Yeah.
But the night passes for all of you. You all wake up the next morning. Some of you well rested, others of you not as much.
I mean, the only one who was actually asleep are Ned and.
Well, still.
Yeah.
So some of us.
Fair enough.
As the three of you go down for breakfast, you see the same lady, the Alpha lady that's been working here this entire time, currently talking to what seems to be a group of city guards. And you see one illustrator that's currently drawing up. It seems to be a picture. They leave the establishment. It's the first time you've seen any guards that have been just from the regular city rather than the specific district or the specific town. This is a specific family. But they leave the room. You see the older gentleman there, quite frustrated, but trying to keep a face.
I'll by the way stay in. If they go out, I'll just stay in my room. And
Sure.
Wait, you said a picture?
Yeah, an illustrator who's drawing up a picture of something.
Okay.
Ned, probably.
Probably.
Look, I think we have to go. I think we really have to go. I mean, the thing with you, I thought, we could probably handle that. But having the guard, probably not gonna be good for us. Also, we did our job.
Why would there be a
No.
guard for us?
The guard's after us. Well, I was kind of mostly paying attention to you. But Ned just fucked up his entire room. I mean, he crashed that shit. He was making trouble with the guards. I don't think we can stay in Dansko for much longer.
Well, let's just try and wait for Frederick's clothes and our clothes, and if we get attacked by the Rogues Guild, then we will fight them. And then we will leave.
Well, we can come back for that, can't we? We can just come back for the clothes later.
I mean, just like we went back for your armor.
Yeah, well, I'm still figuring that out. All right.
Yeah. It was a lot of money spending.
I know. And I've discussed it with Merv. He said he might have something away for me to get there, but I'm still very annoyed about that myself, alright? Just can we let that go?
Okay.
This is different.
And by the
After a
way,
while.
left a raven up in my room.
Sure.
Just
get-
saying.
yeah,
Let's
after
just get
a
the
while,
important
I'll-
things.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I also get the feeling that, we might get in trouble with the money.
Well, then we just don't show it to them.
Well, if it was that easy, we're a little bit late with that now.
We can ask. We can destroy like the emblems, right? Just further.
Well, I don't know if that's gonna solve everything. What if,
Then they don't.
we still got the amount of money.
Yeah, but maybe we're just rich people.
I don't think they're gonna buy that. Not after what happened yesterday.
I mean, you mean from Ned?
Yeah.
Well, he could just be our bodyguard or something. I don't know. But Frederick is like really noble thing. You are too. I'm not bad myself, if I say so.
Yeah, alright. You might be right about that, but still, I think it's too risky.
I'm
You
not
said
gonna
so
leave.
yourself.
I'm not gonna leave it.
I think if we're gonna stay here, we can take it with us. We just shouldn't stay here in this hotel. We got too many eyes on us.
Well, I will see either way.
After a while, I come down with most of my gears on, like my leather armor, just packed up, ready to go,
Alright.
and go towards where they would be sitting. I think.
Alright, so you joined their table.
Yep. So, what's the tea? Well, where are we going?
I think we should leave. I think we got, after what I said yesterday, I thought we could handle that, but some things came up. Mostly Ned causing a bit of a ruckus, and I think we should, leave before we get too many eyes on us.
We can.
And I might think to Friedrich, and also think the money is gonna be a bit of a problem. But nevertheless,
You have
we should
no idea
grab-
what the fuck money they're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just like, money?
I thought I explained that one over
Nope.
there.
You said there was something you had buried near a tree that they should get, but they weren't ready to get there. That's all you've told about money. And then suddenly you guys
Right.
were in abundance of gold as they arrived here, but they haven't questioned it.
I'll explain it to you later.
I don't actually know how much money they have, so I just
No?
maybe they're just rich.
Well, but we can always go by to the see how much of our clothing is already done. Maybe we can take some of it.
It's not that much money. What was it, like 40 gold for 2 pieces?
Add a few zeros.
I mean, yes, but still, if it's done, then it's done. We can always see.
Well, we can check and then leave as soon as possible. I don't think the clothing is that much of an issue. We can just go in. If we go to Raven Dale, there will probably be as good as a tailor as maybe not better tailors.
That's true, but still, we have paid for it, so we can look if some of it is done, and if not, then it's not. But if it is, then it's easy taken.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, then I'm going to prepare, and I go upstairs.
Aye. As Lockett gets up from her table, Lockett, I'd like for you to roll strength saving throw.
Oh boy, wait a second. Strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Well, that's just only 6.
Plus 3 from Thyre, so 9.
Plus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9. Lockett gets up from the booth, and there's this rush of force just in your back. You're not sure what it is, and it once more knocks you onto your knees, and you fall over forward. But also all the air for just a moment is rushed out of your system. And Lockett is very heavily breathing. No, you guys were sitting in the booth. She was getting out. She
I
falls
want
over.
to get up and try to catch her the moment I see that happening.
I mean,
there would be nothing for you to expect to do that here, so you wouldn't get that reaction. But she breathes heavily for a moment and breathes again. Seems to be fine.
Then we'll try to get her up.
Yeah, that works. She's fine after just a few seconds.
Are you okay? This looks a lot like the boat.
Now I'm truly convinced this is my rogue's guild.
How would they be doing that?
I have no idea. Magic? You know?
What's the point?
I don't know. I
Why would he
truly.
keep doing that? That doesn't seem.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
But never mind. I keep going and
Yeah.
I go upstairs.
Lockett goes to a room. You go grab your stuff.
And I try
Yeah.
and carve and destroy the chest, like the symbols on the chest, so it's not recognizable anymore.
Alright.
I'm not trying that. I'm doing that. I'm just like scraping away.
You're
the
trying
paint
that.
And I'll take every time necessary.
Cyrus.
Your window,
Or-
as you're packing your
Oh,
stuff,
boy.
after you just get open, your window shatters open, and this heavy wind starts taking your room. You open up the door, and the moment you open it up, the door gets slammed back shut. You're standing there, and right at that moment, you're confused for a moment, and a second slam locks you right in the chest. You gets knocked on your ass. You do take a bit of damage.
Dice code error. Ah, yes.
I'm so safe.
I couldn't. I would have probably gone upstairs at some
Well,
point.
She
Well,
just got
It's a bit
up.
too late.
So you take 11 points of
Yeah.
bludgeoning damage as this heavy gust of air just hits you right in the chest. You have no idea what the fuck's going on. And that's where we're going to be ending the episode. So,
Oh, god damn it!
with that,
I was. Yeah, okay.
thank you guys for coming out to play. Thank you guys for coming out to watch as well. We'll be continuing this Friday rather than Saturday. We're going to be continuing this Friday. As Lockett's been being punched in the chest.
I'm fighting wind.
Fighting wind. So,
Yes.
thank you guys for coming,
Big wind.
and we will see you again this Friday. Goodbye.
Good night.
We're all gonna
Good news, everyone.
die!